Hi, I'm Steve, and you're listening to the Too Many Words podcast.
Don't say that like that.
Hey man, I'm an Ninja Turtles fan, okay? I will ooze wherever I like.
This one drink that's not even bad, you won't drink. And I'm confused. I am in anger.
Good for you guys. I don't watch a lot of movies. I go outside. Okay?
Hello, welcome.
Hello and welcome to the Too Many Words
Jordan, what are you
podcast.
doing,
I
man?
am your host, Isaac William Joseph, and
Sorry, I got distracted by that thing.
and across from me is my best friend, Jordan Van Cleve, and the official third wheel, Andrew Syme.
Yes, my name is Jordan Van Cleve. For just this intro. Man, I hate my life right now. Holy cow.
Wow.
Wow.
I do not hate my life.
Yeah, you're Andrew.
I love my
Oh,
life.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's because you're
I'm
Andrew.
Should I put on the sweatshirt for this?
Yeah,
This might be a little bit confusing. But
So, if you don't know, we're all cosplaying as each other. I'm dressed up as Isaac. Isaac is dressed as Jordan, and Jordan is dressed as me.
reminds me of that one episode of Ed, Edd and Eddy where they all tried being each other as well. Remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
a
was
good
fun.
episode.
But yes, here we are rounding out. It's the last 30 minutes of the first day of Des Moines Con 2024. And honestly, I am so excited for tomorrow.
Howdy,
yeah.
howdy. I am Andrew Syme.
I don't.
How are you, Andrew Syme, the official third wheel?
I am Andrew Syme.
Okay, cool. Thank God this is only for
What
day
am I, a
one.
fucking Pokemon to you?
Andrew Syme.
No, of course not, Isaac.
Oh, sorry. Let me try it again. Andrew Syme.
What do you like to drink, Andrew Syme?
Milk.
Don't worry, I like a good Pepsi.
Peepus.
Oh man.
All right. So yes, first day of Des Moines Con. This is us. We got ice cream sundae there, over there somewhere. And yeah, today was pretty successful. Today was pretty great. We did some browsing. We did some.
15 new subscribers in just the first day.
Hell yeah!
And this is just the warm up.
Imagine if they
this
put us
isn't
in
even
the common room.
this is not even the busiest day. Well, hell, if they would have just put us on
It's
the
actually
other
the
side
quietest day.
if they would have put us on the other side of the wall, we would have probably had more. But
Honestly, I do like the little secluded spot. It's not loud.
Honestly,
It's not hot.
I think
It's very
we're gonna
airy,
be
easy breezy, beautiful.
okay.
yeah, I think it's going to be busier than hell tomorrow.
But yeah,
'Cause
this
it's
is
Saturday.
episode 96 of the Too Many Words podcast. We are recording at 7:36 Friday, May 31st.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if we decided this was gonna be 96 or 101, but hey,
It's
I'm
96.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Because if this is 96, then we have no episodes to record until we want to record episode 100.
Yes.
So we're gonna give ourselves a break.
Something
So-
I did want to say real quick. I have the golden box of Cards Against Humanity in my car right now.
Right
The
now.
what?
We wanted to record that, say tomorrow, with those guys. And we just have someone watch our booth, or we have there's another podcast. They're doing a live game podcast right now over there. They're over there.
Interesting.
They're like a board game, I guess, D&D podcast, and they were live doing a game. So
Okay.
So podcasts are in now, more than ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
awesome is that we don't want to jerk Austin's chain as much as he jerks it himself.
Don't worry, we'll cut this all out. We'll cut it all out.
Austin, you're cute.
But
We'll delete it.
Trevor,
ice
you're
cream.
cute.
I think Ice Cream Sunday
Heather,
really,
you're a
as I
lovely
said
woman.
on their podcast. Hey, buddy.
Hey, we're recording here.
Sorry, I wanted to not be that guy.
That
So
what?
another man's wife is cute. I said those two are cute. Whatever. I was making a funny joke.
Gotcha. Good. We love you about that.
Yeah,
We love that about you, Jordan.
yeah.
Actually, we love that about you, Simon.
I don't know.
Man,
Simon would be
You're
a
a little bit more
respectful.
insufferable than usual, Simon.
What?
This episode?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Simon, you make me want to kick you in the head this episode.
Why? What did I do?
Usually you sit there and you're so quiet. Not today.
We love you, son. Everybody hates me.
Fuck you, Jordan.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Jordan.
But yeah, what are some expectations for the weekend, brothers?
Hopefully we can get up to that, 50 more subscribers on YouTube. That'd be nice.
Okay, cool. What I'm thinking is, if we bring on a guest, it's just two of us and then the guest.
Oh, yeah.
I want at least one of us always working the booth while we do this.
Do you think we should, walk out onto the floor and, ask a random person?
He's got mobile
I
mics.
call mics for it. I plan on doing that tomorrow.
Oh, hell yeah. That'll be fun as hell.
Yeah.
I've also got Apple OEM dongles that should work just the same way as yours.
Okay.
For iPhone.
Should I sprint back into the actor and actresses thing quickly, run them to each booth?
I'm going to try to get David Wheeler over here. I would appreciate it if that was a one-on-one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Maybe with one of you ad-libbing.
Why don't
we're going to be
Why don't we make this just like a giant, weird collab with all of our podcasts?
So this might be an hour. This might be 3 hours, but it's going to be all Des Moines Con.
It's definitely going to be a special
bringing
episode.
People back here. We're probably going to get Austin. We're probably going to get Trevor. We're going to get Heather.
I mean, if you look at how they did
if she wants to.
They did it in short clips. Not necessarily short. Mine was actually really long. But
I had fun.
He likes you the most,
I mean,
yeah. Well, see, Austin and I, we actually had talked for 7 minutes, and then he realized that we were not recording. And so, yeah, we said some really cool stuff in that fake recording, and then, yeah. So yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Give Jordan a hug.
Fuck you, Jordan. Remember, I'm Isaac. I gotta keep in character.
That is true.
Yeah, freaking narcissist.
Are you gaslighting me right now?
Look at this tall hat guy over here.
Oh wait, no, that's the other way around. You're supposed to say that to me.
So, what was your favorite part of today?
My favorite part of today, the awesome conversations we had with people. I actually got into a really deep talk about this one guy. He's really excited about the launch of Love Pastor Debbie.
Yep.
Nice.
I was there for that one.
Yeah.
His name is David.
Yeah.
We know nothing else about David, but David is a nice young man.
David's awesome.
Well, I think he's the same age as me, probably.
He thinks that we're in the same generation. So.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah.
You
first
were
day
missing.
Of Des Moines Con, freaking epic, especially when you compare it to the one other time we boothed at a different place, and that was a struggle, but.
Well, definitely a
still
different avenue, though. But
yeah, definitely definitely a lot more marketing around this event.
Here at this one, we're around people who are just like us.
And are expecting to talk to people behind booths.
Yes.
Yeah, so this worked out great.
Whereas when we were, boothing in the mall, it was a lot of people that weren't like us, and that's okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm so excited for whoever we talk to tomorrow.
It's going to be a fun day tomorrow.
I'm getting hot.
Sick.
It's not even that hot in here,
Did
Andrew.
we try to zone in on Steve Burns?
Who's Steve Burns? Oh, yeah.
Who's Steve Burns?
See, I only know Steve. I just know Steve.
His name is also Steve.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Burns. I know Steve. I'm just kidding.
Well,
Okay,
anyways,
just
do we end it here?
Yeah,
with this
that's
first
it. I mean,
recording.
that's
Yes.
That has been the introductory
First day.
recap of the first day. We're looking forward to a awesome sauce weekend. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And
yeah.
Who knows who we're gonna get on the podcast? But you're gonna find it right here on episode 96, the Des Moines Con adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Hello. Welcome back to day 2 of the Too Many Words podcast at Des Moines Con as Scald Stone Productions. We are joined here today with a first appearance on the main podcast, the Too Many Words podcast, Marcellus.
Hi, everybody. It's Marcellus. This is my first time on the Too Many Words podcast.
It is.
And maybe not my last time, though.
Oh, most certainly not.
Most certainly
not.
What?
Jesse just leaves.
So how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I've never been to Des Moines Con, actually, so
Really?
this is my first time ever here, and I'm glad that I'm here with you guys, honestly.
Yeah.
I was telling Isaac this earlier that my first time here, I wanted it to be with people that I know instead of just by myself, and so
Yeah,
there you go.
I get that. There's a lot of people that you don't know here. So, like, as someone who is quite introverted, this can be a bit overwhelming at times.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
like, I definitely get wanting to be here with people.
Yeah.
It makes it a whole lot better.
Absolutely.
But what do you think so far?
I love it. I've only been able to see this part with the.
Okay.
You
You
I don't even
definitely
know how
gotta
to say it.
check the big role.
Exhibitors.
Exhibitors, yes.
But I'm definitely going to make my way over there when Isaac gets his butt back.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going over there.
Absolutely.
To check it all out. But this is actually really cool by itself. All these exhibits that you see
Exhibits,
out
yeah,
here
yeah.
with the free stuff. I want free things. Free is my middle name.
All right, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Are you like a Star Wars fan or anything?
I love Star Wars. I love Marvel. Comic books. Yes.
Okay.
I love all of it.
You'll fit right in. You're perfect.
Absolutely. I will fit right in.
I don't know how deep you are into Star Wars, but we do have 501st Legion right across from us.
Uh-huh.
They're like one of the biggest cosplay things for Star Wars in the country, maybe even the world.
Wow.
I'm not necessarily sure about that. This is the Iowa division, obviously.
Yeah.
They have different districts and divisions, but they are like a huge deal, and I think they're going to be a big reason why we get a lot of the traffic that we get over here.
Okay, awesome.
Because-
I'll have to head over
Yes.
there then, yeah.
It's like a whole process to even join them. You have to apply, and it can sometimes take multiple years.
Wow.
Yes, it's a whole ordeal. Look at that guy. That guy is the Green Arrow.
That is the Green Arrow right there.
That is my favorite DC hero.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I was really into DC for a while. Arrow was my favorite
Yeah.
TV show. I watched every episode of that, every single one of them.
My favorite DC is Flash.
Flash, really?
Yeah.
Did you watch
yeah.
the show then?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched a lot of that one too.
Gotta go fast.
Oh
That's
yeah,
Sonic, but,
yeah.
but they both go fast. That's okay.
I just realized I forgot to press record on the camera, so it's all right.
That's
we
all
still
right.
got the audio. We're
Yeah.
just gonna have a delayed.
I was gonna say something
delayed.
about it, but
Were you?
I was, and I was like, I didn't want to say anything about it
No.
though. But I probably should have. You guys can take some stickers if you want.
There it
They're
goes.
free.
Yes, free stickers.
Free Snickers.
Snickers. That's over there.
That's
Never
over
mind.
there
They
for the
don't.
ice
They don't
cream.
have stickers or Snickers.
Yeah, they don't even have ice cream.
Yeah. What a bunch of losers.
What is going on over
Bunch of phonies over there. No ice cream.
There's
What's wrong
no
with you?
ice cream over there. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But yeah. So this is me, Jordan, and Marcellus. First time.
Yeah.
And we're all both glad to be here. Isaac is off running around doing
Yep.
Isaac things. What else should we talk about? What are you expecting from today?
Oh, I have no clue. I'm expecting to see a ton of people.
Oh, yeah.
I know Isaac was saying that they were expecting like not that many people, but from when I was walking in from my parked car to here, there were a ton of people, and that was 9:30.
They're just both Isaac and Austin are worried about the location. This is kind of tucked away, very far away from the main center of attention.
yeah.
And I think we'll be all right, though. I really believe that we're going to be quite all right.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and as we've started doing this, literally, there's been a ton of people to walk in here. So, like, this it's getting good. It is getting real good.
So, what would you say that your main nerd attraction is right now? Like fandom, if you will. Like there's all sorts of things.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say my main thing right now is definitely Marvel.
Marvel? Okay. Respect.
Yeah. Thank you. I am very into Marvel. I have my favorite Marvel character, superhero, is Doctor Strange.
Really?
Yeah. Love anything and everything that has to do with Doctor Strange. I'm actually doing a collection right now of Doctor Strange comic books, and I started it a year and a half ago, and I have probably 200.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
Yeah. And I would say my second, and so many people ask me, like, who's your favorite superhero and who's your favorite villain? My favorite superhero would have to be Doctor Strange. My favorite villain, who's now a hero, is Loki.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think he, for me, is kind of falling under that anti-hero sort of thing, like Venom and I guess Deadpool. They're not really. They do good things, but
Yeah.
for the wrong reasons, or sometimes
Right.
bad things for
Right.
good reasons.
Right.
I kind of get it.
Yeah, yeah. And I loved Loki, the show. Oh my gosh, saved the MCU. 100%
Oh
saved
yeah.
the MCU.
Honestly, I don't know about save the MCU, but it definitely helped a lot.
It does. 100%. I will
oh,
say
yeah.
this next movie coming up, Deadpool, Wolverine. Oh,
That's gonna be a real. It's gonna change the entire.
I want
thing.
that popcorn bucket.
Oh, I saw the reveal, and it's just wow. It's everything you could have expected.
Right.
Honestly.
What about
good.
you? What is your favorite fandom
right now, I'm big into Transformers right now. Like,
Okay.
See, I kind of have this revolving door
Yeah.
around like Lego, Star Wars.
Okay.
They're kind of hand in hand.
Yeah.
Transformers, Hot Wheels, and
Okay.
recently I just added a new one, and it's Gunpla.
Ooh.
I started doing the build kits.
Ooh.
Trevor over there, actually, he's also really big into Gundam, right? Or at least he used to be.
You love Gundam?
Yeah.
There we go. You heard it here first. Trevor loves Gundam.
I don't know if you know this, but I actually apparently knew Trevor when I was like a little kid.
I did know that. I didn't, guys. I didn't.
I was pretty good friends with Trevor's younger brother
Okay.
growing up in school, and I would always go over to their house, and he'd always have Gundam kits like around, and, and Transformers too. But yeah,
So that's probably how you subconsciously got into it.
maybe honestly, I think that definitely played a part.
Yeah.
100%.
So do you really like the movies then?
The only Gundam movies that I have seen are the that's cool. That's really cool. And Vault Dweller with a Pit Boy. I love Fallout too, but that's a different thing.
I love Fallout.
Video games are another big one.
Yes.
I don't play them nearly as much as I'd like to these days. But,
Right.
But anyways, the only Gundam movies I've seen have been the Unicorn Gundam miniseries.
Yep.
They're all like hour and a half episodes,
Yeah.
and there's like 6 of them.
Yep.
But like, yeah, honestly, like Gundam is still very kind of new to me. I do still really like it. I'm more into the building model of the kits.
Yeah.
Building the model kits.
Yep.
Than anything else.
And
I almost brought one with me just to kind of do and pass the time. But I feel like Isaac would have yelled at me. So.
Oh, I'll save you from him.
Yeah.
I'll yell at him.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I brought snacks, so I mean I hope he likes
He
that.
brought snacks. And don't tell Isaac, but you are my favorite host.
Oh, okay. I will not tell him
Yeah,
that.
don't tell him.
Because that'll be just our little secret.
Yeah.
Because I know he's not going to watch this. He ain't got time for that
We don't have
nowadays.
time. Right. We have time.
Yeah,
He doesn't have time. Like, come on.
There's like a lot of stuff going on
I'm
right
telling
now.
you, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff going on.
All
It's
right.
like we start this and everyone goes, okay, go. Maybe that's what it is.
I think so.
It's our magic.
Yeah, maybe
know what?
we're the magic people bringer right now.
Magic people bringers.
Yeah. Get over here. All right. I think that should wrap it for this first segment of today.
Awesome.
We're probably going to record, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 segments just today, and then we're going to do one more closing it out tomorrow.
Awesome.
But yeah, thank you for joining us on this journey. I know that you are officially part of the Scaldstone team, so it's very awesome that you are here. And this is also the first time I'm actually meeting you in person.
Yes, it is. And this is awesome. I can already
great.
tell this is going to be an amazing thing, amazing friendship.
Oh, yeah.
You are amazing, honestly.
thank you.
I've
I
heard
try
so
really
much
hard.
about you, and I've told Isaac, I was like, I need to meet him.
I feel like Isaac talks bad about me a lot.
He doesn't. I'll be
Right.
honest with you. When you're not around, he doesn't.
Okay.
It's only when you're late, I guess. It's the only thing he says. He's late.
Believe me, I was just as upset at myself for being late. Especially because I tried parking in the parking lot he parked at, and they told me to turn around, this is handicap parking. I was like, oh, okay. So I had to actually go all the way down, all the way down that way, go circle back around, get onto the interstate for all of 5 seconds, get back on the
around,
exit, just so I could go back down to the main parking lot. I was upset. But here I am now.
What's funny, I parked in the same parking lot he did.
No, okay.
Yeah, but
what time did you get here? Did you got here early?
9:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the time I wanted to be here.
You're here in spirit. You were here with me in spirit.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's all that really matters.
I could hear you. This is heavy. I was like, huh?
All right. I think, we call it right there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Marcellus.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Too many words. Hello.
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
I'm so good.
That's great.
I'm so good.
I'll try holding this down here. This is weird. Yes, this is another segment of the Too Many Words podcast at Des Moines Con. This is going to be part three. Yes. So we've done 2 before this.
Third time's a charm.
We're just gonna kind of like compile it all together. Just do like a super cut or something.
Yeah.
I think that'd be nice. You guys have done something like that before.
Yeah, so what we usually do is we try to record enough to get at least an hour, and then we'll just kind of splice it all together. And so I think at Twin Cities Con is what we started it. It was like every interview we did on day 1 is on that episode. And then we just do an episode a day and kind of do it for the next 3 weeks. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. All right. So, Austin, this is your second Des Moines Con, right?
Second Des Moines Con. Yeah, we were here last year.
How different would you say this is compared to last year?
The location's a little bit different. I was kind of worried that we wouldn't get a whole lot of foot traffic. Obviously, Saturday's going to be a lot busier than Friday, so we're seeing a lot of people come through, which is awesome. But we were in the main hall last year, which I think is maybe a little bit better location, especially because we were right down the aisle from Ming Chen, who changed our lives, and introduced us to a bunch of other celebrity guests. But this is a cool location, being around a bunch of other podcasts and people that we met last year at Des Moines Con, and then to see them, like you guys, come in with a booth this year, it's fun. It feels like we maybe started something.
It's amazing how much we've grown.
Yeah.
Just because you guys were at Des Moines Con last year.
Yeah, met Isaac and he told us about what you guys do, and just seemed like 2 motivated young men that we wanted to help out any way we could. So.
Yes. All right. So what is your main goal with this?
Oh man,
event?
I want to leave Des Moines Con with more YouTube subscribers than Too Many Words.
That's a good goal.
No, I'm just kidding. I just want to meet as many new people as possible. Obviously, I want new listeners, new viewers. But the coolest thing about Des Moines Con is there's so many creative people here, both that have booths and just are walking through. We just met a guy that's a graphic designer and wants to work with us and kind of beef up our website a little bit. And you meet those kind of people here.
Yeah.
And you meet kindred spirits. I think before we did Des Moines Con last year, we were kind of wondering, like, who do we market this show to? Is it pro wrestling fans? Is it video game players? Is it movie lovers? Come to find out, it's all of those. It's just nerds.
What the answer is.
Nerds are who we market this show to, and you get a little bit of everything. You see people walking by and they have a wrestling shirt on, and you connect with them, or they have. Obviously, we're right across from 501st Legion, so you get the Star Wars fans and things like that. And, bunch of different walks of life, and it's really fun to meet everyone and have them share the things that they're interested in with you as well.
Yes, I get that. Yeah. So for us, we've encountered a lot of I feel like our main people we've talked to so far have been mostly Star Wars, just because of all the Star Wars we got going on directly across from us. There's 5 booths across 4. There's just so much Star Wars just everywhere.
They have on the map. I don't know if Isaac shared with you the map but
I think
it said Ice Cream Sunday, booth W4, Too Many Words, or Skull Stone Productions, booth W3, and then 501st Legion, the 501st Island. So they have their own section is called the 501st Island. So and if you don't know about them, they are a worldwide Star Wars cosplaying group. I looked them up and I was like, oh, it's just a Des Moines thing. It's not. It's worldwide. They have 800,000 followers on Facebook. So I was really interested in that because people are going to come through and see them specifically, and then by proxy, they'll get to meet us.
That's exactly what I've been saying since we got here yesterday. 501st Legion is huge.
Yeah.
They're officially backed by Lucasfilm and Disney.
And the friendliest people on the planet.
Oh, yeah. They are amazing. They are amazing. So I'm very happy. I'm personally happy with our location because it's kind of quiet, kind of tucked away, but also you do still get the people. So I don't know. It's the best of both worlds for me.
Yeah. It's what's nice is that I think the pros of being here is that there is foot traffic that still comes through here, but it's not quite as packed.
Yeah.
So you get to have those legit conversations, 3 to 5 minutes with each person instead of them just walking through, grabbing a business card or a sticker and walking on through. We've got to really connect with people, which is great.
We've gotten a lot of people that just yoink a sticker and leave, but Yeah, it's definitely, the one-on-ones are definitely a thing, and I really appreciate that personally.
Yeah.
That's what encourages real growth. Hi,
Scoot over.
Isaac.
All right, I'm
okay.
done.
No,
He has something to say, I guess.
I'll have you know, as much of an ass kisser he is
Yeah.
to you and Trevor, the first day that I ever met you, I was so excited. I went and texted Jordan, there's a podcast at Des Moines Con. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
You should go see him. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
This guy was
I feel
super
like we talked about this already.
underwhelming.
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't
you
know.
told him about it?
I thought you did
Nah.
on your episode
Yeah.
of Ice Cream
What
Soda.
was it like meeting the beautiful boys last Des Moines Con?
Well, I thought
And
you
now
guys
get
were
to have
like
a booth next to
well,
us.
so I thought you guys were like actually a successful podcast
Oh,
when I
okay.
first saw you.
All right.
I was like, oh, they're at Des Moines Con. They have
Uh-huh.
like thousands of listeners.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Now.
We do.
Yeah.
Millions of listeners.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you guys grow? And he's like, doing things like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Pretty much.
You know?
Yeah. It's helped a lot.
No disrespect. or
I
anything.
think like the biggest thing, I think I've told you guys this already, is especially at Twin Cities Con in November, we started with maybe 600 followers on Facebook. Yeah. When we got to Twin Cities Con. Yeah. And we left there with maybe like 650. So it was not like hugely successful at the time, but then we gave away so many business cards that in the coming weeks or after that, then it started to grow. People got home and they went through their business cards and their stickers that they got
Oh,
from
yeah.
the convention.
Oh,
I'm getting
yeah.
a phone
and
call.
we grew.
I love you guys.
We grew to
Okay.
like 1,300 in a couple of weeks after that.
Shuffle
so
my way back
yeah,
over here. Framing is essential.
yeah,
But yeah, see, I'm more so excited for just what comes after this.
yeah,
Because what comes after is only up from here.
yeah.
And I think that's what makes me the most excited.
Of course.
Let's see, there was one more question. I'm trying to remember what it was. Give me the same thing you're getting. Compared to last year,
Yeah.
how different do you think the demographic is? Like, are you seeing more of people that are, I guess, are you seeing more people that you think would already like your podcast, or are you seeing more people that you would try to I guess, convince to like your podcast or watch or listen or whatever?
So yesterday there was it was kind of funny. Two random groups of people that I've never met came in at the same time wearing the shirts that we sold last year at Des Moines Con.
Really?
So that was pretty cool to see that. So there's been people that have come through here specifically to visit us that know
amazing.
us from previous conventions. But I honestly just assume that no one has ever heard of us. That's how I go into it. So when I talk to them or when I introduce myself and they're like, "Yeah, I already follow you. Like, I love you guys." It's like, "Oh, okay." That's
encountered one person today so far. He was wearing a Riddler costume from the Batman
cool. Yes.
movie. He had
Batman.
apparently heard of us already.
That's awesome.
So, and I was like, that's never heard of before.
Yeah, that's just the connections that you make. Like with you guys, it would be like Dwarven Workshop and things like that. Like we have a bunch of art friends, and they'll be like, "Hey, like I know you because this friend of mine was on your show," and those connections that you make, they really help.
They go a long way.
Yeah.
All right, this one's a little short, but I think we're gonna call it there. I got no more questions for you.
Sick.
You got anything you want to say to me?
I just love you so
Mwah.
much. You have the best hat I've ever seen in my life.
I just got this hat.
Yeah, it looks brand new.
Well, it's supposed to kind of coincide with my shoes
Sick.
here a bit, so
Sick, so 90s, I love it.
that's
it.
the vibe I'm going for. All right, here, you can have that bag.
How do you keep your skin so nice?
Moisturizer.
What kind?
CeraVe maybe?
Oh, really?
I think so.
Okay.
It was gonna be moisturizer today. Today it's just unscented lotion because I ran out. So
See, one time my grandma, she took me to the pool in elementary school.
Yep.
We were there for 8 hours. My skin has not been the same since
yeah, I
then.
bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's just how it be.
I
guess.
mean, the increased melanin helps a little bit too. You know.
Yeah. Oh, to be naturally tan would be
Yeah.
nice. That would
It's
be so nice.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Catch me at the end of the summer. I'll look like you a little bit more.
I hope.
Yeah, I do city stops for this one job that I do, and I'm outside all the time. So.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Ruining
stuck
that
in a
skin
warehouse
just even
all
more.
day, just dusty, dirty.
Yeah.
So it's become it's a like a 2 shower a day job.
Yes,
The warehouse
sir.
is just disgusting. So.
Yes, sir. I probably have more things to say to you.
Yeah.
But I can't think of it.
Okay.
I do know that I wanted to say something yesterday. Forgot. forgetting right now.
That's
But
okay.
you know, I'm with you all weekend, so
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll
All
see.
right. I love you
This
guys.
is Austin Buckner. For now, maybe he's later in the episode, but love you.
Thank you, Austin. I love you. Are.
Okay. Hello, it's Isaac William Joseph with the Too Many Words podcast, and this is yet another segment of talking to really cool people at Des Moines Con 2024. What are your names, gentlemen?
I am Willie, but I'm better known as Cosplay Dude 637.
Cosplay
I'm-
Dude 637, and you. Sorry.
I'm Xander, better known as Cosplay Sun 637.
All right, cool. And yeah, you guys, I was trying my best to figure out you were the guy who talked to me yesterday, because
Yep.
you obviously were in a very different cosplay, and it was covering like half your face, because you were Gambit yesterday morning, and then somewhere along the day, I think you changed.
Yes, I did. I became Tuxedo Mask
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Sailor Moon. So
So how many cosplays you got for this weekend only?
for this weekend only, I got 4.
4. Okay, can't wait to see tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's
Alright.
gonna be the fun one because that's gonna be the face paint and all,
Yep.
the whole 9 yards.
Both of us
Right.
are going to be face painted.
And you got how many cosplays for this weekend?
4 as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you gave me your guys' business card, but you can tell us right here what you're all about.
So I am part of the 3 Ranger Bros Studios, which is a group of guys, 3 brothers, well, friends, but brothers,
Okay.
you know what I mean. And we basically write fan fiction, we just love to write, and we decided to turn them into audio dramas.
Okay.
So for the most part, we'll read them back to you, but for a good few of them, we have voice actors, which my son here, he actually voice acts in quite a few of the stuff for
Heck
me.
yeah.
Yeah, basically it's just a podcasts, multiple, that's designed to just get stories out there to people and, you know, hopefully touch their hearts with the fandom that they're into.
Okay. How long have you been voice acting?
As long as he's been having me.
So about a year.
About a year.
Okay.
About a year
I
now.
also have
Cool.
my own podcast as well.
I tried dabbling in voice acting. I took one audition, and they said that I needed classes, but they recommended their classes. So I don't know if it was like, hey, we will only hire you if you give us some money up front. But you know, it is what it is. You know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah, we're completely amateur voice actors. You know, I did
okay.
drama in high school, and that's where my love of acting came from. So we're completely amateur here.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you need another amateur voice actor, you can give me a call through my business card or something.
Yeah.
But so is that all that you guys do for the
3 Ranger Bros Studios.
3 Ranger Bros? Okay, I was about to say 3 Bros, but yeah.
My podcasts are separate from that, though.
Yeah.
Technically.
The 3 Ranger Bros Studios, basically, the only other thing that we have that's really different is one of our bros does a thing called Nerds Through Comics. That's his
Nerds
show.
Through Comics.
And he takes actual comic books and turns them into audio dramas.
Okay.
I voice act for him. I am Jason the Red Ranger. I don't know why. I also do his Donatello. I've done other voice actors for him. He does Leonardo.
Yeah.
I would love to be a shredder, just letting you know.
We got a pretty good shredder, actually.
Okay, I'll step off. Sorry.
But for the most part, it's usually just our writing, our fan fiction
Heck yeah.
stories that we wrote to just jump on more ideas. A few of mine, I have Power Rangers Universe 19, where I have the Ultra Rangers, which is the original 6, but they're back with new and better powers.
Okay.
Then I have Power Rangers Cyberforce, which I literally made for my 5 kids.
Yep. Okay.
Each one of my kids is a Power Ranger.
Heck yeah.
I'm also delving into Kamen Rider now because I feel like
Not
we
all
don't
of
get
them.
enough Kamen Rider in here.
Yeah.
So,
Not all 5 for Cyberforce.
yeah, well, that one, she became a ranger in Ice Story.
So you said something about how your podcast differentiates from
Well, 2 of my podcasts differentiate from him because I have Neek Talk, which is literally stuff like this. I just talk about anything nerdy and geeky.
his? Okay.
And then I have Myth Talk, where how I'm doing it right now is kind of educational.
Okay. Do you solo those podcasts
Sometimes.
sometimes?
I'll have guests every now and then.
Okay. Cool.
And then there's Universe 919, which is like the
It's a
3 Ranger
storytelling
Bros.
one.
Yeah, it's a storytelling one.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I've always loved the art of storytelling-based podcasts because, like, I don't know, a lot of what we do is off the cuff. hardly scripted. You know, you have a prompt every once in a while, but like to be able to provide something for somebody that can put their earbuds in, maybe even close their eyes, and then listen to what they're being immersed in.
Yes.
I think that's really special, and that's really cool, guys.
Well, a big thing for me is I'm actually dyslexic.
Okay.
Which means I have a hard time reading. So to be able to do a podcast and listen to it and still be able to get up with popular culture stuff is just a really nice treat for me.
Okay.
So
that's actually really cool.
Why I like doing it is because, you know, not everybody can read, but we can all hear. Well, for the most part.
I also tend to use
for
it
those who can hear, yes.
Yes.
I also tend to use it for driving to and from work.
Yeah. I primarily listen to podcasts when I am at work or driving, but like I no longer have a job where I can listen to stuff all day, so I'm like the biggest hypocrite. I'm like, listen to my podcast. I barely have time to listen to other podcasts, you know.
I'm the exact same way.
Yeah, so
I work at a hospital, so I can't exactly walk around with earbuds in all the
Yeah,
time.
it's-
So.
I mean, I work at a Walmart. I can't do that either.
yeah, so you know, I try to listen from time to time, but yeah, I recommend your guys' podcasts. Once again, first names go.
Willie.
And Xander.
Podcast names go.
3 Ranger Bros Studios.
Universe 919, and then Myth Talk and Neek Talk.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys. Do you have any other questions for me, maybe, or anything else to say before we get out of here?
Just, you know, how did you start getting into, because I'm actually doing a channel on YouTube called If You Give It Out a Cosplay.
Yes.
And how did you get more comfortable asking people to be on your podcast?
So,
because I'm not an outgoing person.
I was extremely shy growing up as well. My first try at college, nobody would talk in the classes, and it completely irked me. But I think this podcast, I don't know, we just started getting our feet wet, just bringing our friends on, you know? People that wouldn't really judge us too hard and give us some lenience if we messed up in front of them, if we weren't completely prepared in front of them. But I also got a new job where it has me regularly talking to strangers. You know, I have like a 5-second experience with this one person. I have to, you know, be the person they think I am and portray myself publicly as. And you know, I also went back to college, and there was just this moment where it's like, screw what the other people think about me. In school, it was like, I'm here to learn. I can make friends, but I'm only going to try to make friends with people who like me wanting to learn.
Yeah.
I can make friends at the job that I have, but I'm only going to make friends who like me for the energy that I bring, you know, in the work that I do. But like, I don't know, podcasting, it's weird because like, I know you asked, how do you get confidence to really put yourself out there to podcast people? Yeah. It's kind of like it fixed itself being itself. Like it started for a very long time. Yeah, as I said, just our friends. And, you know, when you do a public thing once or twice, you kind of, I don't know, it takes practice to talk to strangers all the time. And, just say they're going to like me if I bring the real me, because the real me is the confident me. The fake me isn't necessarily the shy me, but they're going to resonate with the person that you are who you are at home, you know? Yeah. They're not going to be like, hey, can you please listen to my podcast? Sorry if you were doing something, and, you know, that's awkward and timid, and, you know, we all got to get through it. Yeah. But people love people who bring a smile and the energy, and, you know, people who don't like that, I personally think are a little bit too negative for me.
Right,
so, yeah. Sorry, that was a super long answer, but, you know, that's what you get on the
advice.
Too Many Words podcast. So, yeah.
I mean, I guess it's in the name, right?
It's in the name.
Yeah. Anything else, guys?
Oh.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
we
thank
appreciate
you.
it so much.
Yeah, you guys have a great rest of your con.
Yeah, you too.
You too.
Get out of my shot. How's it going? This is Marcellus with the Too Many Gerts podcast. I'm here with the Too Many Words podcast. So, too many words. How many words do you say in a podcast? Great. Thank you so much for letting me know. So, anyway, if you really want to watch the Too Many Words podcast, you can go ahead and go to YouTube to toomanywords.toomanywords.com, or you can go to Scald Stove Productions on YouTube. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, then unsubscribe, because you definitely don't want to hear us. Awesome. If you really want to... What? Hi, what's going on? This is Isaac William Jensen with the Too Many Words podcast. He was the original host. I'll be honest with you, I actually don't know the full story of you starting your podcast.
Jordan.
Nice. So... My bad. Go ahead. I thought that was it. Sorry.
Let's introduce a classic Too Many Words segment into this part of the podcast. What you learned this week, Marcellus?
I learned that things are expensive. I just bought myself a new e-bike.
Okay.
Wow. That was like 4 paychecks worth of an e-bike.
Wow.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, someone's getting crazy.
Someone's
getting crazy.
These schmucks didn't even tell me they were going to record something.
Well, yeah.
It's Schmuckers. Thank you very much. It has peanut butter and jelly in it. Is that what you're trying to say? Oh.
This man eats the mic all the time.
Yeah.
So go ahead and let us know about how'd you got started with the podcast.
You say it.
No, please. No. He needs to learn how to do these for himself. Please. Go ahead.
So
awesome. So thank you so much for watching. Oh man, I'm having too much fun.
All right.
Where you go? Whoa! Where you
he's
going?
out of here.
Where you going?
He's done.
Wow, we lost Jordan, and he just unplugged it.
Oh, he's ready to do some mobile mics.
He wants to do some. Oh,
This might be a good transition.
this would be a great transition because you won't have to see his face anymore. You have to see mine.
So Marcellus is gonna take with Jordan, just them causing chaos at Des Moines Con.
My best friend.
I'm going to give you my debit card, and you're going to see how much it costs to get Steve to say, hey, this is Steve from Blues Clues.
My man is going to give me his debit card.
To the Too Many Words podcast.
He wants me to get Steve to say,
yes.
Hi, my name's Steve, and you're listening to the Too Many Words podcast.
Yes.
I love you, Marcellus. Can he not say that at the end?
He can. Can he say hello, Chris?
Who is that?
My coworker. He said say hi to Chris for me.
No, he need to pay for that.
Or he said say hi to Steve for me.
That costs money. Chris, you listening? That's going to be like $20. I'm going out of my way to get Steve to say something to you. What the? Yeah, right. Yeah. That's going to be like $15 per podcast. You want us to be at your event? $15 per person. That has 10 toes on their feet. That's each person.
Yeah,
I think
for sure. But this is once again a great transition because Jordan's getting the cameras up. Oh, we do have a little talk with Joe.
Joe's
hey,
here.
Get over here. Yes, real quick.
I'm gonna give him my mic.
What, you don't want to do this no more?
Okay, I don't know what we're talking about. My bad.
Wow.
I guess I'm just jumping.
You'll be on this side right here.
Right there.
The pretty people over there.
Right next to that.
Ugliest to this side to the prettiest.
Yeah. So this is Joe Morris.
Moore. Just Joe Moore. M-O-O-R-E.
Joe Moore, baby.
Joe Moore. He owns the brand Rude Katana. Tell us about it, Joe. I know absolutely nothing about you, but we've been texting for the last couple days, so that's pretty cool.
I finally built up the nerve to text him. Probably like, what was it, the night before? Yeah.
Yes, the night before the first day.
Getting ready for this. It's like first out of state con. So first that's new to me. And then I haven't been back to Iowa since I went to school here. I went to Drake University for about a year and a half. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that school was so small. It felt like high school.
What you go to Drake for?
I went for math.
Ew.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was all I was good at in high school.
All right, as long as you're good at your tax forms every year for this business, right?
Oh, no, actually, my mother does my taxes.
Okay.
And that's how you know it'll be done right.
Yeah, exactly.
Mothers out there, we love you. And it's already past
my best friend.
And it's already past Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's
Well,
okay.
Why can't I get close to those guys?
Yeah. Yeah, as my mom always said, make it look like they love each other. Yeah, but
stop moving.
Yeah, it's good incentive to have your mom do your taxes for your business because it's like I don't want my baby boy to go to prison for tax fraud.
You know what? It's the one thing they didn't teach you how to do in high school that they probably should have. It's like how to do taxes.
Oh, absolutely.
They taught me how to evade taxes. I've been doing pretty good so far.
Don't say that too loud. Our digital footprint's small until it's not anymore.
Not with this podcast.
But yeah, no, I was like, yeah, we just started talking like
Yes.
probably the night before the con, probably Thursday night, and just getting everything ready for this. Because yeah, like I said, first out of state con, I'm nervous still. This is probably my fourth con.
Yeah,
nice.
But I had met the fellas at Ice Cream, at the Twin Cities last year.
Oh, nice.
And that was like kind of gave me a boost of confidence. I'm
Yes,
like, hey,
absolutely.
man, I like doing podcasts now. So
Hey, I like that.
It makes me feel kind of cool. So
Yeah, and also a guy who owns his own clothing line kind of has amazing fashion sense. Honestly,
I mean, okay, this
like
is
the
one
subtle
of
pink with the black that you've been
I-
rocking all
Dude,
weekend.
I love pink. All right,
Pink's great.
I love you.
All right, thank. Oh, hey, let's get shit. You tripped me up this time. I'm like, usually I'm pretty good at the witty comebacks. I'm like, nice one. All right, this guy will leave you flabbergasted and drooling.
I also like the Mjolnir you got right here.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
Pretty sick.
Don't make me mad.
But,
half of my body is like all Norse tattoos. The other half is just like whatever, like nerdy shit.
Heck
So,
yeah,
like,
bro. I like the aesthetic,
that's
man.
awesome.
But yeah, this is like an example of one of my clothes. I mean, I just like drawing waifus. They're not from anything. I mean, this is my friend. She had me draw her, and then I put her on one of my shirts.
There you
But
go.
Those are all her tattoos and everything. But yeah, I just draw OC original character hot girls. and
Yeah.
Put them on shirts. Pretty much when I met the guys, I was just like, I like putting hot girls, put them on t-shirts, like that.
All right.
Hey, there you
there's
go.
an audience.
Yeah.
There's an audience.
There's an audience for everything.
Yes.
I mean, like,
Why do
this
I
might-
keep pointing at the camera? I
don't
have
know,
no clue.
It's like, I don't know. It's like the action pose.
People on listening platform.
All right, I'm doing it.
Wait, let's do all three. Let's do all three.
I'd rather do it with him.
All right.
Please
One.
don't put your arm up.
Yeah.
2, 3.
Come
1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Whatever.
Well,
But yeah.
How is Con going so far? Because I know that Austin got you guys to come. Start doing the cons.
Oh, well, he does like to say that, doesn't he?
Shut up, guys. I am only telling you what I hear. Okay.
It's what I heard too.
And I only know 2 people. All right.
I heard that
You're cool,
also.
You're cool. But yeah, I think it kind of goes half and half. Austin and Trevor being the first podcast here last year really trailblazed a lot of other podcasts here,
Yeah.
and it shows.
Yeah.
And, I will always credit them for doing that.
Absolutely.
But, I've always known that I wanted to be a creative writer.
Yeah.
At least since being a fan at Des Moines Con as of 2 years ago. And for at least that long, I had it in my head, maybe I could be doing this one day.
And you are.
Tabling and stuff like that.
But yes,
Yeah.
yes.
See, and that's something I always felt was out of reach. I didn't think I could do it.
Yeah, and then you see a loser like Austin boothing, and you're like, I could do this.
That's kind of how it worked
Yeah.
when I saw it. I went to Artist Alley one day, and I was like, you know what? I'm not that chicken shit anymore.
Yeah, that guy
So-
has less rights than us, and we can't do it. Bull crap.
Bull crap.
Bull crap. So yeah.
Start a little ticker at the corner of how many times.
How many times? Just
Yeah.
Marcel. Just point at the camera.
But hey, Joe, you got anything to say, or maybe ask us personally?
Well,
Even though you did already ask us something.
I mean, I don't know. I was asking a few questions, but I don't know.
Yes, sir.
I'm just a nerd that enjoys going to cons lately. and-
Absolutely.
Yeah. Are you going to Twin Cities Con this year?
Oh yeah, I'm already signed up for that. So
Cool.
I mean, Nerd Street, the people that run this,
Yeah,
stuff
they're the
is-
same
is
people.
Super. Yeah, they're awesome, and never have I will email the. I squeezed in last minute to Twin Cities last year. I just emailed the the guy runs it, Ben Penrod, and I was just like, hey man, I'm just wondering if he was like, just before I could even get it out, he's like, here you go. Right, we'll stick you in the corner right next to Ice Cream Sundae. Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we'll put you next to some losers. Sorry.
I'm here drawing hot anime girls. If you like that stuff, check out Rude Katana.
What's it like to get a tattoo on your head?
Oh, dude, I got it on both sides.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So this side hurt a lot worse than that side, but
Do you know why?
my artist just said one side hurts more than the other. So
he uses that side of his brain more.
Funny.
Yeah.
More damage to cause.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like even the knees.
Vibration therapy.
weren't bad at all.
Really?
But my chest was the one that hurts the most. No,
Oh,
actually,
really?
I lie. It's the back of the leg.
Ooh, really?
The back of the leg.
Oh,
back
yeah.
Back here is like getting
That
cut
juicy
open.
part.
Yep.
That juicy part.
It's like you're being sliced open under the knife. It is not fun. Oh,
Yeah.
But you know what? The head's not bad. Kind of fell asleep during this one. Definitely did it.
What?
Yeah. Did not have a good time during this one, but you know, whatever.
Kind of fell asleep while I was getting a tattoo on my head.
First of all, I will admit that I use numbing cream at some areas because I don't have fun spots left. But you know,
Hey.
like I'm not saying I'm like this big baller that can handle pain.
You gotta love numbing cream.
Yeah.
I don't understand the pride in not using numbing cream. Like, if you can use it, then use it. You know?
You don't have tattoos, so
exactly.
I don't know why you would know. So.
One guy had the side of his face. He did like, like one tattoo artist, I think 2 years ago, he did like some script on the side of his face, and it was like it looked like bars. Like it looked cool as it looked cool as hell. Maybe not the best thing for a face tattoo, but like still cool.
Still cool. Yeah.
Do whatever. But yeah, he was bragging that yeah, man, I didn't use any numbing creams for bitches. I'm just like, whatever, cool. I'm like, I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. Oh, well, look at this
what I
little
just
guy
realized?
just creeped in here.
This
God damn it.
episode is actually going to come out on June 22nd, while we're going to be at Greenfield doing the
for
Ice Cream Social.
Sunday social.
The host just popped in, and
You saw that person there? That was the
yeah.
host.
I guess
Someone
this
call
won't
the cops.
come out early enough for us to promote it, but you know.
Whatever. I guess you're being a nice
We're
guy.
like in like a special section for them though, like the both of us.
That's what I told. I thought they moved me
Just
up. Like
him.
Yeah.
You're next to the porta potties.
Mine's,
Well, we got pushed to
you know when the curtains
the
go
porta potty.
back, I'm behind the curtains.
There you go. Yeah. That's a special area.
Wouldn't be the first time I got hidden by a wall of porta potties for a big event that I was
That's what I'm
promised to
talking
see a lot of people.
Porta potties. Can you sponsor us?
He was whining that these guys are in a bad spot. I'm like, you're not in a bad spot. You got to be able to do your podcast recording. At least it's quiet here.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Actually,
smell as bad as
he was a little he was a little bit bummed out until people started showing up. It's
I tell him that all the time. Just like you guys, like, because will go in a lull before a con. Then I'll hit a con and be like, hey, I'm on cloud nine.
Here I am.
Because like
I
it's
can
actually
draw anything.
it was really smart of Nerd Street to actually make the entrance in this new room.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, absolutely everyone is at least aware of what we're doing.
Of what's going on? Yeah.
So-
And a bathroom's at the end. So
Yeah.
This is a nice setup for cons.
I like to think that Nerd Street does things a little bit better than Catch Des Moines, personally.
hey, go ahead and give him a shout out. Thanks, Nerd Street.
Thanks,
you guys
Nerd
are doing
Street.
great.
Nerd Street. Ben Penrod.
Yeah.
The man.
Boom.
Yeah, this has been Joe with Rude Katana. Go check out his. You have an online store, right?
Yes, I do.
Of
now.
course,
Yeah,
he has
yeah,
an
yes,
online
I do.
store.
I have a Shopify. All right. Yeah.
Sweet.
The my Instagram is just Rude X Katana, and then the Shopify will be on there. So
Rude X Katana.
Rude X Katana. It's like Hunter x Hunter. Don't say what. Are we all doing the? Okay, and that's another tally for pointing at the screen. All right, guys.
Goodbye.
I appreciate it, fellas. Thank you. Are we still interviewing me for that part?
That was part of the
All right,
interview.
cool.
Me putting your thumb in my mouth.
Just pretty much. Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
This hand is very. I'm a part of Scaldstone, but my name ain't up there. I'm underneath Scaldstone Gaming. That is true. That is true.
Under Scaldstone Gaming? Yes.
Say it again.
Yes, you are under Scaldstone Gaming, Mr. Gert Boy.
That's Gert Man. You. Thank you.
Okay, so you're just going to need to stay in front of me the entire time. Pretty much how it's going to be. Okay.
I had to get that one out. So we're out here. We are at Des Moines Con. Is it recording?
Can you walk backwards?
Is it recording?
Yes.
Hey, we're out here. We're at Des Moines Con. I'm scared I'm going to run into someone.
That's fine. I'll keep watch for you.
And if you see...
Slow down.
If you see over there was a Pickle Rick. There's also... Look at that. There's a Captain America. Okay, so right here, this is just the, I guess the main entrance that you walk into. I don't know why I'm so close. Let me back up a little bit.
Hey,
And I can be wherever I want to be.
Yes.
All around here, we're gonna have a bunch of people dressed up in costume. You guys can definitely walk into it. Please do. That we're waiting for people to do that, but everyone walks around us. It's like I'm stinky or something. I might be. Boom, right there. I don't know what you call that, but I liked it.
Oh.
But I liked it. We have another man right here. Come this way.
I just bought it off of Amazon like 3 days ago.
Come this way. Come on in here.
Camera broke, so. Hello.
I'm gonna ask you a quick question. I don't know why I'm talking in both the mics. I'm gonna ask you a quick question. What is your favorite thing about Des Moines Con?
I was kind of just invited by my brother to come to this. Like I didn't really know what I was gonna do this weekend, so I don't know. It's cool.
Hey,
I like the what is it?
The lanyards, the little badges.
No, what is it? Comic sandwiches. That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite thing here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
I like that.
What is your favorite thing about it?
My favorite thing about Des Moines Con is you.
Oh, thank you.
I literally saw you. You were wearing the Carhartt. I'm wearing the Carhartt.
Yeah, wonderful.
And that's what I love.
Exactly.
This is my first Des Moines Con.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. So it's not my first. It's not my first Comic Con, or I guess people call it Comic Con. It's not my first con. My first one was in. Yeah, my first one was in D.C.
Wow.
And it was pretty big. It was at the Kennedy Center. So it was huge.
Yeah,
it was awesome con. So it was pretty awesome. I worked that one though. So
This one's a little smaller.
This one's a little smaller, but it's for it being a Des Moines Con, it's actually pretty big.
Yeah,
So
not bad. Why are you asking people questions? Just out
why
of
am I asking
curiosity?
people questions? Well, we're part of this thing called Scald Stone Productions.
Okay.
We have a podcast, Too Many Words. It has Andrew Syme, it has Jordan Van Cleve, and it has Isaac William Joseph.
Okay.
Marcellus isn't a part of it, but
You're part of other things under the banner.
but I'm under the ban.
Yeah,
I'm under
you're
the
under
banner
the
of
banner.
Skull Stone.
All right,
So I'm
all
out
right.
here doing some interviews
I like
so that we
that.
can get you guys famous. Okay?
Perfect. I'm
you
on
want to be
board with
famous,
that.
right?
Yeah, can I plug my own things at all?
Absolutely.
I mean, I do concert photography, mismatched_media on Instagram, and then there's mismatched.docu is my podcast.
Absolutely.
That's local bands in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. So,
You have your own podcast too?
yeah.
Well, I definitely recommend checking out that side of that.
Okay.
There's like 4 podcasts over there.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll check that out.
You got Ice Cream Sundays also over there.
Cool.
They're pretty great.
I love ice cream sundaes. Big fan.
Hey, there you go. Well, what was your name again?
Alex.
Alex.
Yours.
Marcellus. It was
Marcellus.
really nice meeting you.
It was
Really
nice
nice talking
meeting
to
you
you. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Sorry, I took
No, you're okay. You're fine. I liked that shot.
I don't know. This is a Ordo something, but this is like a light box and it'll turn on. It might be dead.
You might have to hold it. Yeah. Yep. It's on.
Yeah, it's like a nice kind of wide.
It got cold light and warm light, but yeah.
Whoa. Cops are coming.
Yeah,
Watch out.
It's got a wide lens on it.
Yeah,
it's
kind of a fisheye there.
And that was one that really I bought for that lens because our old camera was having problems with capturing everything we wanted to capture because we record in front of the couch or we also record in front of a desk. And sometimes when we have multiple people, it's kind of difficult to get everyone in frame. So I got
Hi, Pickle.
I don't know. I haven't really tested it out much. Like I said, I got it 3 days ago. So the wide lens, I like it. So it works.
Yeah, it's nice that it's good to use a little camcorder thing.
Oh yeah.
Way better than like a photography. This works for video too.
Yeah.
It does it all.
For what we use, this is just about perfect. It's really budget friendly, so I'm sure it's really cheap on the inside too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does the job. 4K and everything we need.
Yeah. Nice. Perfect. Sure. You guys got like an Instagram or something I can look at?
Yes.
I don't think I have a card. You probably do.
I don't have anything on.
Oh, okay.
I probably should have grabbed some.
I was thinking about that. I can go grab some.
Go do that.
Yeah. He's talking to someone right now. They wanted to know what we were doing, and I interviewed him. And he also has his own production company and podcast. And we said, okay, well then step around and go over there and talk to us. And so I'm going to grab some of these and give them out to people as we interview them. Oh, it's not recording anymore. I mean, I hope it's not recording because, hello. I did go, hey, what's going on? And he was like, why are you talking in both? I said, that's why I said something about it. How you guys doing?
A lot of video games, collectibles like toys, wrestling figures, Transformers. There's a Isaac's business card, but it's got a QR code on the back that'll take you directly to our website at Stone. Cool. And that'll have everything you need on there. Cool. Well, thank you for talking to us.
Of course.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, of course. I mean, I love all this. Like,
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
Yeah,
sometimes.
absolutely.
It's just, it's nice to talk to those people.
Yeah,
Too.
yeah.
Cool.
Have a good one. You as well. I've actually got to go back because the camera's almost dead.
Okay.
I meant to change the battery out before we left. And
That's all right. He was like, what? He goes, you guys already done? I'm like, no, I'm grabbing these business cards. That was a great.
That was fantastic.
That was awesome.
That could not have gone better. I'm just gonna keep recording until we get here.
Hey, and now we're back at the booth. This is Isaac William Simpson.
Man Ray.
Can I ask you some questions?
Sure. Wait, are you guys ready?
Hi, excuse me, we're recording something, sir? Sorry. I'm so sorry about that, Man Ray. Hi, how are you doing today? We're back again here at Des Moines Con, here with Man Ray.
Hello. How's it going?
I love that voice. It soothes me to sleep. So, Man Ray.
Yes.
What is your favorite part of Des Moines Con?
Just seeing all the creativity that's around.
Yeah.
Conventions like these, although it's like fun to see like the voice actors and meet them and everything.
Yeah.
It also gives me a great reason to create even more things that get to share and show off with everyone else.
Yeah. And one more question for you. Won't hold you too much.
You're fine.
Why Man Ray?
It's funny. Really. I do. So I'm an artist too. I have my own little side business. And, so a lot of my art incorporates humor too. So I figured people would really like this.
Absolutely, and we do love it. We do love it.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead and plug your side business there.
Yeah. So I also do toaster press. I do woodcut printmaking, kind of really niche thing. But
Yeah.
So yeah, toaster press on just about all the
socials.
Yep.
Yep.
But cool.
Awesome. And then can we get one last thing from you? Can we get the helmet on?
Oh yeah.
I can hold that for you if you need me to. Absolutely.
Still working on designing pockets.
Whoa! I love that. That's not my wallet.
A lot of people hand me their wallets. Like, oh, you got a lot of trust.
That's awesome. I could have been here just to steal your wallet. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
I was trying to get past people. Awesome. We got to talk to Man Ray. It was amazing. I can't believe. Too amazing.
Stand out.
And so right here, this is what I was saying before. This is the hall where you've come in. You see exhibitors over there. Exhibitors. We're here with our, Scald Stone Productions. There's so many different exhibitors out here. We have a little game table over here. You can play some tabletop games, as you can see right there, which is literally awesome because you probably walk around so much your feet hurt. So you want to just sit down and just relax. And so they give you a space to do that. Over there, as you can see, there's concessions. I will say it's a little on the expensive side, but they got to make their money too. So I totally get it. What we're going to do next is we're actually going to go into the exhibitor hall, or not exhibitor hall, the exhibit hall. There you go. And talk to some more people. Let's go on. Okay, thanks. Yes. My favorite part. Absolutely. So my favorite part, honestly, has been seeing Steve from Blue's Clues. I didn't get to speak to him just yet, but I literally looked at him, he looked at me, and I waved, and I teared up because he was literally, that guy said he's waiting for me, and I got a little tingly inside. So that's probably my favorite part. Also, being just with you guys, honestly. I finally got to meet Jordan, so he's behind the camera right now. and it's been amazing. I know this isn't the last time, obviously. We have many years to come. So this is the main exhibit hall. We got aisle 600. They're all around here. We got all the amazing cosplayers out here. Can't name all of them, so don't ask me to in the comments. But let's go find another person to go talk to, or even a booth.
Yeah, we could go find Andy Goodman.
I don't know who that is. Oh, that's with the Dwarven. Yep. I knew it. I knew who it was. I think on this side or the next one. This one? The next one. This way? One more. Oh, no, you're okay. You're fine. Oh, this.
Yes. So we go down this way.
Well, it might have got rotated. It's Andy, right?
Yep, Andy Goodman of Dwarven Workshop.
The live stream for
That's what. Okay. And we're here.
Hi, Andy.
We're here with Andy Goodman of the Dwarven Workshop. Let me take this out of my pocket. I don't know why I'm talking to both again.
It's all right. What do you have in your pocket?
I have this, and I'm trying to get it over to you so that they can hear you.
Okay.
Hi, Andy.
Hi there.
You are with the Dwarven Workshop. Tell us a little bit about the Dwarven Workshop.
Well, the Dwarven Workshop has wood stuff.
Look at that. Look at all that wood. Wow. What are some of your favorite things to make?
Well, I like to make things that are creative.
Yeah.
So the more creative it is, the more I gotta kind of work on making creative stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of fun for me.
That's awesome.
I have a friend. He's making this stuff, and so
okay.
Yeah. So I let him put the stuff out. I don't claim what I don't make. So
I love that about you.
My shop sells it, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing
Woodworking
and everything like that?
Oh, a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I can remember that long.
That is awesome. And then my last question for you is, what is your favorite part about Des Moines Con?
Des Moines Con? Well, there's a lot of audience. I like that it's in Des Moines and it brings a bigger con. It brings a bigger con to Des Moines. It's a big con.
Yeah, it is. It is. I was just telling someone else we were talking to that I'm originally from Virginia, so we have pretty big cons out there, especially like for DC. And so we had Awesome Con, which was like, it was in the Kennedy Center, so it was huge. And I even said, going from that to this is still an amazing, like it doesn't feel like I stepped into something much smaller. It feels like an intimate space where people can get along and bring something to Des Moines that's amazing.
I just did one over in Illinois. I won't say which one, but I did one over in Illinois. And it was so, like, you get used to doing this one and doing some other ones, and then you go to do that one, you're like, small.
Yeah.
And you know, you're not meaning to be mean, but you're like, you get used to, you start doing these bigger ones,
Absolutely.
and then you do a small one, you're like, wow. Small.
Yeah.
Wow. And you're like, are we going to do what we need to do here? and it's not, like, being mean to them or anything, but it's a feeling you have internally when you're doing it.
Absolutely. Well, Andy, I won't take any much more of your time. Thank you so much for speaking to us about your woodworking, and if you would plug a little bit where we can find your wood.
Well, I have a store in Des Moines now. It's at Merlin Mall.
Awesome.
It's between Lowry's and Torrid.
Okay.
You can find us online at dwarvenworkshop.net,
Okay.
.com, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
All the socials.
All the socials.
Yeah.
I even have like a Twitter. I don't do anything with it for there, but it's there.
It's up there. Follow them.
We have a Twitter too that we don't use. We have two of them actually.
I have like a personal one that I had from like way back, and I'm like, I don't do nothing. I don't know.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Hey, no problem.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to see you, Andy.
You too.
No, I'm sorry.
All right.
You take us somewhere.
I'm going to take you somewhere. Nice and good, okay? Like I said, we're still in Des Moines Con. We haven't left Des Moines Con yet.
No?
That's how big this place is.
Oh, wow.
If you were claustrophobic, you shouldn't be here. That's a little dance break.
Oh yeah, dance breaks are a must.
A must.
A must.
All right. Trying to find a nice booth. Ooh, I know where we're going.
All right.
I know where we're going. I was gonna try to go in there, but we don't have any candid shots in there. And Isaac forgot to give me his debit card. I'm trying to find someone that looks like good in their cosplay, or a booth that looks like they don't have too many people at them. I don't want to overstep, some boundaries there. But let's get inside the knee deep inside of this Des Moines Con here. Freaky Tiki, we got Freaky Jiki. We got some prints over here. I love those. We got some carpet or blankets. Love it. I love the blankets. That's what I'm here for. We got some prices right there. Those are some good prices. We got this thing that I've seen all over, but I don't know what it is. And that's okay. Over here is you're going to see a lot of books and a lot of sketches. Best sketch artist I've ever met in my life. Right there. We got the Chronicles of Royal High. May we talk to you?
All right.
I love that. I'm going to hand this to you. I know you're eating. It's okay. This is just you can talk into that.
Okay. All right.
Okay. We're here at the Chronicles of the Royal High. Please tell us who you are.
My name is Rachel Litfin, author of Chronicles of Royal High, and this is my fantasy book series.
Awesome.
It vibes like Princess Diaries meets Hogwarts with a Dungeons and Dragons twist.
I love that.
I'll tell you the quick premise.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
About the teenage nobility in the magical realms of Edenarth. They must band together to reforge the Order of Paladins to fight the dragons that are invading their kingdom realms. However, they're still attending the Nobility Finishing Academy Royal High at the same time.
Awesome.
Which is totally the premise to an anime series, right?
Hey. We didn't say that.
Fingers crossed, though. Can only hope one day.
That'd be awesome. I'd watch that. I'd watch that. I love anime. I love anime.
I do too. But yeah, this is my series.
Awesome. What got you started in actually writing the Chronicles of Royal High?
I was 13 years old when I thought of Adela Everhart, my main character, on the cover of book 1 here. And I worked on this ever since I was a teenager. And it was just characters and scenes in this little world, like just kind of over time was created. I was very inspired by Tolkien. I loved Winx Club. I played World of Warcraft. Like, I was a very fantasy nerd kid growing up, and it just all went into this. And then finally, in my early 20s, mid-20s, I got my ish together and was like, I have to do something with this. Because at that point, it had been 13 years since conception. And I was already doing Comic-Cons by then. I was a cosplayer for many years. And then when I published, I was 25, turning 26 when I published The Lost Noble. And I retired from cosplay, and I went full author, and
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for telling us who you are.
Yeah.
One last question for you, and then I'll have a little snippet for you.
Okay.
But my last question is, what do you like most about Des Moines Con?
Des Moines Con?
Yeah.
I've had really, really wonderful interactions
Yeah.
with like all my fellow vendors in this row.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's been some good energy, making friends.
Yeah.
Like we had a giant sushi dinner last night. There was like a dozen.
Wow.
It was like a dozen of us at the table. So I would say just the interactions I've been having with a
Yeah.
lot of people. It's been a
Absolutely.
great con. Yeah.
Absolutely. And the last thing I like to do with everybody is go ahead and tell everyone where we can find you.
Yes, awesome. So you can find me on every social media channel known to God and men. Just look up Rachel Litfin or R Litfin at Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all those things, my website. And yeah, and you can find my books on Amazon and Kindle.
Awesome.
I actually just signed contracts with Sound Booth Theater. They
Yeah.
are producing my audiobooks. They'll be out
Ooh.
hopefully January, February next year.
Awesome.
But yeah.
And are you reading them in the audiobooks?
No. They have a whole cast. Like they have amazing actors and actresses in their voiceover department. So it is fully in their capable
Yeah.
hands. I'm like, go for it, guys. You're
Well,
going to kill it.
You have an amazing voice, so I was
Thank
going to ask if
Thank
you actually do this.
You know, I would if I could, but I wear so many hats already.
Right.
So I am okay to put it in capable hands
Right.
other than mine. Like
Right.
I'm good for that. So
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Yeah.
Was it Rachel, right?
Rachel. Well,
Nice meeting you.
nice to meet you.
Yeah,
nice
absolutely.
to meet you.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. We are just going around. We have our own booth here, Scald Stone Productions. We have our own production company. We have our own podcast. We have like 3 podcasts. We have our own like little gaming thing we do, and so we've been around for about a year. I am not Isaac. My name is Marcellus, and this is Jordan. They Jordan and Isaac and Andrew. They are the yes, and they're the hosts of the Too Many Words podcast. That's the premiere podcast, and then I stepped in, and I'm doing some of the behind the scenes stuff, or doing a lot of the some of the gaming side of things. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
Well, great to meet you, Marcellus.
yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much. You've been really nice.
Yeah. I've done a lot of this. So
Hey, I can
as soon
tell,
as
yeah.
You came by, I was like, okay, I know how this goes.
I got you right as you went mid bite. That was the perfect
I know.
shot.
I'm like, I have like a giant bag of popcorn. I'm like bored eating it right now. We're so slow. So I'm like,
Can I talk to you?
Let's go. We gotta
Absolutely.
love this.
Yes. And this is gonna be my wife. Like her and I love like Harry Potter and stuff like that.
Yes,
So she would love this. Yeah.
legitimately
Yeah.
Princess Diaries meets Hogwarts.
She's gonna love that,
vibes.
yeah.
It really. I write feel good fairy tale fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna tell her all about
Do you have
this.
my-
So
do you have my card,
I would.
right? Yes.
I was just about to say, do you have a card? It was
Yes,
right in
yes,
front of me.
please take that.
Awesome.
And
Thank
let me
you.
know when the interview goes live.
Yeah, absolutely. Was it the 22nd?
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll look for y'all.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. We were here to hear first. We were able to talk to the Chronicles of Royal High, Rachel Lifton. She was amazing. She wrote books, and I definitely couldn't do that. My first book would be Hi, and that's it. Let's go ahead and find maybe another booth to talk to. That was awesome. That was really awesome. How's it going? How's it going? How you doing? There's some swords. I won't cut you. I might cut you. We have some shirts over here. I love the shirts. We got some Pokemon cards, I think. Yep, Pokemon cards. I can read. Hey, who thought? Absolutely sometimes. We have some figurines, and I love figurines. I can't spell figurines, so don't ask. We're back at the front, but we're not leaving yet. We're going to give you some more content. Trust me on that one. I love this booth because it has a lot of, speed cola. I drink speed cola every day so that I can run the mile in a 9-minute mile. Excuse us. No, you're okay. You're all right. You're enjoying the moment, and you're okay.
We got some scary stuff here, and it scares me. And that's why we're coming over here. How's it going? Do you have a moment to speak with us? Yeah. Awesome. My name is Marcellus. This is Jordan. We're part of the Scaldstone Productions. Our CEO is Isaac. We're over in the other area. We're just going around and interviewing people about Des Moines Con.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. Great. This is your microphone for you, if you will. Okay. You don't have to put it on. You can just hold. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're over here. This is Airboy Comics.
Yes, correct.
And who are we here with?
Louis Bram's my name.
Louis Graham?
Bram.
Bram.
Yep.
I love that last name. Well, Louis, tell us how you got started with this amazingness that you have over here.
Well, I've just been collecting comics since
Yeah.
I've been a kid, and then I worked as a cop for about 17 years, and my collection kind of grew.
Yeah.
And in order to grow my collection, I sold out of my collection.
Yeah.
And so I'm just here with family, and just having a good time. It's something we enjoy doing together.
Absolutely.
I'm not a dealer or anything like that. It's just part of my collection.
Yeah.
Just
things that you had.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right.
That's really awesome.
Right.
I just recently got into comic collecting. Maybe a year and a half ago. I collect a lot of Doctor Strange comics. He's my favorite, and so I've been able to go to like some antique shops and getting some old ones. I'm obviously getting those new ones, and it's hard to find really good comics now because sometimes they're too expensive. So I applaud you for being able to get rid of your stuff, but also keep collecting your things.
Right. You can't get better stuff unless you're willing to sacrifice stuff you love.
Right.
It's kind of a principle in life anyway, but
right.
Yeah, so that's part of it, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about Des Moines Con?
Favorite thing about Des Moines Con? If I'm being honest, it's the proximity to where I live.
Yeah.
So we live around Mason City.
Yeah.
And because of that, we can get down here.
Yeah.
We have to load all of this stuff up.
Yep.
As an exhibitor, whenever you can get somewhere where it's fairly close to home, that's a blessing.
Absolutely.
So that's one of the things. And then the other thing is there's the collectors here, I guess. You don't have a lot of comic vendors at this con.
Right.
But so almost every one of the comic collectors come and visit with us, and I enjoy talking to them about books and that sort of thing.
The little camaraderie that comes with it. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And my last question for you is, can you tell everybody where we can find you?
You can look on Instagram under Airboy the Barbarian.
Ooh.
So I post books that I like, that I have in my collection.
Yeah.
There. Again, the first thing I am is a collector.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I just happen to sell a few books to be able to feed my hobby.
Yeah.
So.
Sounds good. Yeah. That was it.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Short and sweet. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Yep.
Absolutely. Thank you. You guys didn't have to hide. You guys could have been as loud as you want. You could have been in it. Absolutely. This is us, the Scaldstone Productions.
Okay.
If you scan that QR code on the back, you'll go straight to our website. Okay. This is going to be up the 22nd. Yes. It'll be up on the 22nd. Yep. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you. She was on top of it. See, she's new.
I also do this. I painted all these figures. There's like hours in each figure. So
yeah, he got some footage of that. I was.
Right. They're vintage Ralph Partha.
Yeah.
70s and 80s. I'm 50 years old.
Wow.
So they're the old pewter ones. They actually have
That's cool.
Okay. They're the original ones and stuff.
All pewter, no modern Wow.
The only reason it says do not touch is because when you spend 3-4 hours on a figure, I don't want some little kid.
No, absolutely. No, trust me, I get that. Wow.
Our CEO Isaac, who's on the business card, he loves painting minis for Dungeons and Dragons. That's like one of his favorites. He doesn't do it so much nowadays because he's got a lot of other things on his plate, but he did really enjoy doing that. So
the only thing I'll paint is the ones that actually were cast in computer. I try to stay away from the plastic ones.
Okay.
Just because they're kind of rare and they're hard to find.
Yeah.
I even look up the old numbers of the old cast, whether it's all part of their heritage on the bottom. They are try to.
Yeah.
It's, somewhere more rare.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. We just keep running into more and more awesome people. Right. That's awesome. All right. I'd love to find one more person in some cosplay, maybe. I like what you got there. Absolutely. You know what? Let's go back to the hall where they're like, because there are more people like sitting in. Yeah.
the DC Bombshells artist.
It's the what?
DC Bombshells. It's an AU alternate universe of DC Comics. It's one of their many multiverse.
Look at you knowing stuff. See, that's why you're the smart one of the group. Trust me. You can get that on film. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's different. It's different and it's nice. Oh, okay.
It's different
So
and
they
it's
can hear
nice.
you.
I've also got this mic right here that I'm pretty close to. So
Oh,
if
is
I
it recording?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I was like, we've been talking to each other, and it's gonna be weird if I'm like, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm pretty loud. We have concessions over here. Amazing food. They've been cooking it up all day. They definitely need a raise, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that. You need a raise. Hey, I need to talk to somebody. All right. We are back at the lower level exhibit hall. This way you get your rolled ice cream in here. We got some more cosplay in here. I love that. We have an event staff in front of us. I love his shirt. I wish I could have it. He's definitely not going to give it to me. See? Told you. I can definitely walk backwards now because there's no one going to be behind me. Yep. We're going to talk to probably one more person, and then I'd like to get a nice little interview with Isaac William Jensen. Okay? Jensen, yep. We have amazing games over here. If I could play all of them, I would, but you can't play multiple games at once. That's not a thing you can do. Unless you're me, because I can do that. And this is Minnesota's largest gaming event.
Yeah, we were considering going to that last year.
Well, why didn't we go?
Yeah, we couldn't afford the trip.
Okay, well, that's a good answer. That's a great answer. We got over here, we got Old School Gamer. This is the store. Anything from 1 to 15. Go ahead, show it up. You got the magazine right there.
That's our main thing. We're a magazine. Old School Games.
I love that poster. Look at my boy Wario. He definitely lost at some Melee or something like that.
And
what
you guys
kind of
can have
controllers was that? That looked like Sega controllers. They were probably playing Sonic Pinball. I know little Sega. I know.
That is free for you guys.
Hey, thank you so much.
Yeah. And we just have the arcade games and old games out for free play.
I'm definitely coming over and playing some of those games. You know, if it's free, that's for me. Free is my middle name.
This logo looks really familiar. You guys, are you associated at all with Old School Pinball Arcade and Grimes?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do stuff with them and everything. And I think they're one of our sponsors.
All right.
He's got a good rememberer.
I live in Grimes too, so.
Hey.
I mean,
don't
same
tell them
here.
that. Don't tell them that. You want the people to know you live in. Okay, he lives in Grimes. Everyone.
Yeah, I mean they know that already.
That scared me. I'm not gonna lie. I literally scared me coming around the corner.
Oh, what is that?
We got something going on over here. We got some pictures being taken. We got a nice fan. Go ahead and it says Daddy.
I love that.
Thank you. That's just because it's almost Father's Day.
Yeah,
Not for
yeah.
anything other. No. Turn the fan that way so we can see you taking a photo. Awesome.
Go ahead. Excuse me.
No, you guys keep doing your thing. I love it.
We're done. But, that was it.
But I love you.
I love you too.
See?
Yeah. That's how we do this.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's love in these streets, and if it's not love, you can get out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love to talk to you guys. Is that all right?
Oh,
That's
okay.
all right. Awesome. Are you okay with being behind the shot? Awesome. And I love it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's amazing because I can't pull something off like that, but you're doing it for me, and that is all right. Okay, so we're here with. My name's Aiden. And.
Javik.
I didn't mean to poke you in the mouth. But maybe I did. And you're going to tell them who you're cosplaying as.
I am cosplaying as Wolverine.
From what universe?
Marvel.
And what dichotomy?
What?
That's okay. I literally just wanted to say that word. Okay?
Wolverine. Or not Wolverine. Deadpool.
Hey, when you said, I was like, okay. Maybe he's Wolverine in a Deadpool costume.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Come on now, and then
Kirito from SAO.
never seen it.
Neither have I.
But the way you said it was so confident. Now I have to see it. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys all one question. It's gonna be the same question. Why Wolverine?
Well, because I like him so much, and I wanted to cosplay him because for the new Deadpool movie. And when I saw the trailer, I got so pumped. Me and my best friend wanted to cosplay as Deadpool and Wolverine, and I enjoy it.
Boom! You heard it here first.
Absolutely.
I guess it's not the same question because I'm not going to ask you why Wolverine. Why Deadpool?
Deadpool, it's funny, he's hilarious, and just because he's just cool.
I really like that fan.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's cool.
Go ahead and show everybody the fan. It's backwards.
Yeah.
It says Daddy. You know why it says that? Like I said before, for Father's Day. Come on. Not for anything else. He just wants everyone to know, like, daddies, we love you. We love you, Daddy. And I'll be honest with you, I remember your name, but I don't remember the something SEO.
The reason why I picked Kirito was because I was going with Obito from Naruto, but it was going to come in until June, so I went with something much easier for it to come in before the Des Moines Con.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, one last question. We'll get out of your hair. All right. Why Des Moines Con?
Because it's the easiest place that I can go to, and my best friend, he lives here. I live all the way in Arizona, but the only way I see my best friend is around summertime, and we like to do this stuff. We're nerds. We like to cosplay a bunch.
Absolutely.
We like to get comics, all that nerd stuff. Like,
Heck yeah.
We love doing cosplay, and Des Moines Con is so much fun.
Yeah.
We enjoy it.
Absolutely. How about yourself?
I like Des Moines Con because it gets me and my friends to hang out.
Yeah.
Just get to
Hello.
Oh,
that was
This is Himiko Toga, otherwise known as
Oh, that's right.
Leotard.
Her voice actor's here.
I just wanted you to know that I'm here, sandwiched between two heroes, and it is really hard. So
Why you say it like that?
Do me
Hold on a
favor.
second.
I will sign things for you, but only for the next hour. That's right.
How much is it?
Got an hour.
$60 for you to sign something in the next hour, and you sandwich between something that's hard?
60.
Okay.
50. Oh, that'll be a minute. Anyway.
Oh, she tried to count down an hour and she couldn't do it. That's okay. And now you. We'll go. I'm so sorry we were interrupted, but it's okay. Why Des Moines?
Because it's closer to where we live, and this is my first convention.
Really?
Yeah. And so I can meet some voice actors that I like. Like Bryce Tappenborg to Alex Reitman, and the voice actor of Alistair from Has Been Hotel.
Yeah.
Since I've seen all the series of it.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for more episodes of Home Box to come out in season 2 of Has Been Hotel.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, last thing I'll ask for you guys to do, let me get a good pose. And I'm going to get in the middle of you guys because I love you guys. Boom. We got the daddy. We got Wolverine, who's daddy. And then we got, what was it again? Kiriko with, and that's extra daddy right there. Like this. Boom. I love it. There we go. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. That was awesome. You can find us at Stone Productions. I'll give you guys YouTube. It is a production company that we have. My name's not Isaac, but that's our CEO. But we have a podcast, he's on it.
What's up, my besties for resties?
That sounds like the guy that talked to me a long time ago.
Lord! And I'll be over here signing autographs.
If you guys pick this up, this will air June 22nd. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a good one.
You too. They love it.
That was great. That was great.
Did you hear them?
No, I did not.
He was like, that's awesome. We're going to be on YouTube. Hey, I love that. That is why I do this, because I just want to bring a smile to people's faces, and it is amazing. I have no clue what's happening right here, We just walked into something real.
Let's take the secret path.
We'll go the secret path route. They're doing the giveaway thing. These are not the droids you're looking for.
Oh.
Yeah. But we'll take the secret path. That's a good dog. Right here. We're taking the secret path. No one remember the secret path, okay? Don't remember it. Don't remember the secret path. Look who showed up. Hello. Look who showed. Okay, so we're here with Andrew Syme, and he's also a part of. Oh, you've seen him before. He's on the podcast. Too Many Words.
What happened? It's the only question I got.
Tell us what happened.
I was in a line.
For what? Oh, you still had one more to get.
Wait, you
That's
got
right.
here, and then you went in the line for.
Oh yeah, I sprinted.
We literally we were like, where is he? We thought you got in a car accident. Like full on, we were like.
I saw the message after the fact because like I felt my phone vibrating. I'm like, not now, Jordan.
Yeah,
Didn't mean to make you think that I died.
I thought you died. So
no, when I say he was like concerned, like not like concerned, like oh maybe he got. He was like fully concerned.
I also decided that I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna try and get Steve.
Oh, we're gonna try to get over there. We're hopefully. I want to ask someone if we can get permission to just film a short video.
Just like going down, like showing the thing for like not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you make sure that that's it. That you just want to go down the line and show like the lines and everything.
So I probably won't be able to talk.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Isaac also wants us to pay for Steve to say, hello, this is Steve here, watching the Too Many Words podcast.
He wants to pay.
So we're going to try and do that.
He wants to pay for that.
We might be able to do that, but that's a lot of money.
That's what I told him. I was like,
that's a lot of money.
I was like, that's a lot of money.
But yeah, I stopped by a booth. I knew I should have bought it yesterday, but there was like a canvas version of the Blue's Clues picture. And I knew I should have bought it yesterday, but I didn't. So
we got a lot of good interviews out there.
That's good.
Like a lot of good ones, like for real. Some that I didn't think we'd actually like.
Did you get like a lot of good like of the cosplays that are going around?
We've probably got 40 minutes of content of us just
talking. We got to talk to a lady that made a book.
Yeah.
Her name is Rachel Litton.
I love that we have attached this microphone to a pen.
That was my doing. I was like, I don't want to just hold the
We
little
can
thing.
thank Austin for those.
Oh, those aren't yours?
No.
I asked him how much those were. He goes, ask Jordan. He got them. He doesn't even know.
The microphones are mine.
Oh, that's what I
meant. The microphones were like $100 each.
Oh, that's not bad.
But the little tripod stands, these parts. Those
Did
came
you
from
go
Austin.
and buy the sticker with the pin, or did someone?
They gave it to us. We interviewed him, and he gave us.
Did you get my movie?
Yes, all your stuff right here. Movie and shirt.
Oh. Trevor Holder,
Here we go.
I have a present for you.
It's something I've always had.
Let me actually, can I make sure that it's actually in there?
Watch, there be nothing. Oh, motherfucker.
At least I was careful about
Mother, Father. That's a movie?
Yes.
Is that Final Fantasy?
Yes.
Also a game I've never played. I know. I have Final Fantasy 7 and like the remake, and then something else. Is that I don't know what the one is. What is that?
Excuse me, I
8?
want an interview.
7. Okay.
I want an interview.
So here's the thing with this, is that this is
not
a
done
re-release.
talking, my bad.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a re-release.
It's a re-release because originally they put it out in 2006.
She makes really cool art.
It was originally meant to be like a 20 to 30 minute short.
You gotta get back to
Thank
work.
you so much.
It's all right.
All right.
We got the point across.
And now we're here.
I wonder if they're back at the booth yet.
Now we're here with Isaac
When I
William
tried to
Jensen.
go over there.
We've been telling everyone that's your name, and not me. I've been telling everyone your name is Isaac William Jensen. Can I just tell you, we got literally probably 40 minutes worth of good interviews. We talked to people in cosplay. We got people who have booths. We got someone who wrote a book.
Okay.
I'm just not like. You picked the right people to go.
Yes, I completely trusted you.
I was
in
born
doing
to be
that.
a cameraman.
I trusted you in doing that.
Can I say the B-roll he got? I was like talking. I just like saw him in the corner. Of my he was like down here. I was like, I'm like, bro, my man's doing great. He's doing great. I was like, and like the people were like, there was one guy who was like, here, this is your, and he goes, do I put this? I was like, just, you can just hold the microphone. I'm like, you do whatever you want. You do whatever you want.
Whatever makes you
Make
feel
you feel,
comfortable.
yeah.
They're doing a raffle for Star Wars over there. Jordan,
Yeah,
you can put the camera down there.
I didn't go to any of these booths like at all.
Yeah, I will. He's been doing
I
great.
really wanted to
Yes, he
enter.
has. You've been calling
but
me
I wasn't able.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, he said it first, and then I was like, okay. Well, I gave out a lot of stuff.
So, could we do something? So, are you wanting to participate in November for Twin Cities Con?
I didn't know that's when that was, but I mean, sure. Maybe. I don't have anything going on as of right now.
Well, wait.
November.
A very important thing. If we do make these like a regular thing for every convention we do, walking around like this, doing interviews, pretend I'm you. My name is Marcellus Willoughby.
Marcellus.
My name is Marcellus Willoughby with Skullstone Productions, and I'm here with
Marcellus Willoughby with Skullstone Productions.
Yes, and so like if you just utter what we are and who you are every time you start one.
He's late.
Did you do it?
I didn't say my name, but I would tell them at the end what my name is and what we do.
We would tell them like who we're with and
Hey,
everything.
we're
That's
with
why we
Skullstone
gave
Pro-
them
yeah.
the business
So literally, I'd be
cards.
like, we're with Skullstone Productions, and he's recording the whole
You're
thing.
just walking up to each and every individual.
Here, take this.
Marcellus with Skullstone Productions. How are you? Look at this. Look at this microphone in your face.
I plugged Skullstone with each and every person, and what's funny is each person was like, hey, when is this going to come out? I'd love to watch it.
June
22nd. I already knew the date.
Yes, you did. See, this is why you're perfect for this, and you're perfect for this.
I already knew the date. I want to lay you down and
Simon,
chew you
did you want
late.
to say something?
He already said
have
something.
the
He said he wanted to do Steve or something.
Yeah. Do you want to also do spooky videos?
I need some more. You can't just ask a man, do you want to do some spooky
are you
videos?
aware of our Velisca Axe Murder House episode?
Oh yeah, no, I'm no sorry. Oh, black people don't do that.
We'll make sure that we throw you out of the house
Black people
before
don't do
anything
that.
bad can happen.
Black
to
people
you.
don't
Come
do
on.
That you ever seen You've ever seen a scary movie?
JVCs don't do that neither.
Do I look like I would leave you behind?
There's a reason
Leave
why
me
that
behind?
found footage is
You
always
ever
crappy.
seen
It's because it's a JVC.
A scary movie? They go, we're not gonna leave you behind. The black guy's like, come on now, and then he's like, whoa, and you got left behind.
I'm just gonna take you with me.
Okay.
Speaking of scary movies.
How about I throw you on my back like a backpack, and then I
Speaking
can't
of
leave
scary
you behind.
movies, you have Scream or what? Ghostface. Boom, Scream's the movie. Not. Come on, Simon. Why would you say Scream? Oh, we have someone who wants to. Have you followed us on YouTube?
No, it's yours. I don't want it.
There was a couple times where we're walking, and I'm like, I keep forgetting that I have one here.
We got one more person to interview.
One more person?
Yes, we do.
Oh, do we know this person?
Yes.
Okay.
This is.
Okay. You were the what?
She doesn't want to be on camera. It's fine.
You don't have to be on camera.
Wait, how do you?
I work with her.
We got it.
How do you know Jordan?
We got it.
Oh, okay.
She said hi.
You're not like his lawyer or something?
No.
She said hi.
Well, thank you, Lilith.
He can't afford one.
No.
Say that again.
Jordan cannot afford a lawyer.
Awesome.
Well, nice to
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Yeah.
How you guys doing? Do we have a little star over here?
She's a little ham.
That's the best cosplay I've seen so far. Is shirt and pants, shoes, and it's all white though, and it's not after Labor Day. Whoa!
Oh, so this costs.
Yeah. How much to fit?
Our show's about $50.
$50.
Yeah.
Golly. You got expensive taste.
Yeah.
You know how much this shirt was?
Well, how much?
Free. These pants I got from Goodwill for like $2, and these shoes this man gave me out of his garage.
Yeah.
So free.
It's a deal.
How much was everything you got on?
I don't know. Do you ever have a shirt for it?
You do? Go ahead. On each thing or?
Probably all together.
Both.
So not bad.
Really? See, that's you spent $50 on one shirt. That's $200.
It was $50.
Well, he said how much is the shirt? And he said,
Oh,
we got it on recording.
All right.
You want to say it again? We'll be
No, we're good.
You want them to?
The shirt was $50.
Oh, he wants it. Yeah, that's what I like. Well, thank you guys so much.
All right, I'm actually gonna.
That's Raven over there.
Yes, it is.
And a black guy.
That's so Raven.
All right, so this has been clip number whatever at this point.
I think it's 8.
Jesus Christ.
I've done a couple things without you.
You guys
I
have
know.
been pretty busy today.
Okay.
I think this is 8, including
Yeah,
those.
you guys were busy yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, this is Trevor Holder of the Ice Cream Sunday podcast.
It's me.
Yeah, and I'm just so happy to get you on the pod because we had that one other guy on the pod.
Yeah.
He's apparently your best
Some
friend,
schmuck.
but it's whatever.
I have others. He's replaceable.
Absolutely.
Our video guy Corey. Corey replaced him for my wedding, so
I got a question for you. So how rewarding is it? Because like last year you experienced what it's like to booth at Des Moines Con for the first time.
Yep.
But this year you're getting like the awesome what's the word for it? Fulfillment of seeing everybody who stayed loving you for a whole year later come over wearing shirts, saying hi. What's up with it? What's that got to feel like?
It's definitely humbling, and it's definitely inspirational. Like, I mean, we didn't think or take it too seriously the first year that we came to Des Moines Con.
Mm-hmm.
We thought it was just going to be like, oh, we'll show up, we'll hawk some of our stuff, and then that's it. We didn't imagine interviewing Ming Chen. We didn't imagine connecting with so many other people, yourself included, since you stopped by.
Look at where we're at now.
And we didn't imagine that this was something that we were going to be doing up until it happened.
Yeah.
Then it happened. And then after it happened...
Oh, what do you know? He's eating
we immediately came to the conclusion, like, hey...
It's orange, too.
We're going to keep doing this every year for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what's so weird is that maybe somehow we mustered the courage to apply for Des Moines Con without the help of you guys. What if we did that? What if we did that? It's kind of weird to think we would have met each other today. You know, if we never met you guys last year, if we never talked last year, if we somehow just figured this thing out on our own, which for the most part we did, but I will always give you guys
I don't
credit.
think we would have. Straight up, I don't think we would have.
I had the desire last year for sure, and I had a smaller desire the previous year. It's just I didn't know what it was going to be.
We definitely could tell, like, you wanted to do it. You just didn't.
I didn't know.
You didn't know how.
I didn't know
you
the
didn't
steps.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't know the way to go about it.
Yeah.
And if I'm being completely honest, I actually agree with Jordan on this. I think had we not met,
there's a nice complaint.
and this isn't anything against you or anything like that. I legitimately think it's one of those butterfly effects. It's little moments that we've had. Even you guys inviting us over to record an episode on your guys' podcast. I firmly believe that if you guys hadn't done that, we probably wouldn't have had this ongoing relationship with you guys.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have had you guys over to our podcast.
Yeah.
So I mean, little moments like that is what brought us here.
Mostly on the point of just it would have been weird to have met them for the first time ever today.
That would have been weird.
That would have been so weird. Like, like alternate universe makes you cry kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm thankful to have you as a friend.
Absolutely.
I'm mostly thankful to have that guy, Austin, as a friend. You know? Heather's awesome.
You can take him or leave him.
Heather's the gift that keeps on giving.
I know.
Babies.
She has birthed a child and is on the process of birthing another.
Yeah. And in between last year and today, you know, our journey, we birthed the third podcast host.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's
we popped that guy out of nowhere.
He's a 270
right out of our
pound, 6'4" baby.
I like how you gave me an inch on height.
Yeah, probably had quite a few pounds on weight too.
All right, Trevor.
Yes, sir.
I know I disappointed you earlier today.
Yeah.
But I'm here to make up for it.
Wait,
Could you please hold this?
Wait. How did you disappoint him? What is happening? Is this man getting naked? What's happening?
Oh,
he's
shit.
wearing the Ice Cream
shit.
Sunday shirt. You know what's funny? I know where an Ice Cream Sunday shirt is right now. I don't know where any of my podcast stuff is.
Here it is. I'm tucking it in because it's actually too short. So it's tucked in.
Wait, how do you tuck in something that's too short? Usually they
So
make
it's
shirts
difficult.
longer.
Tighten it around your waist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got
You also get a belt.
You got some chest hair, brother.
Yeah. My belly pokes out. Oh, you're.
He needs some of that oil, like make it glisten.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For reference, viewers. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
For reference, viewers, me and Trevor yesterday had agreed that we were going to wear each other's shirts. Trevor showed up today with the Too Many Burgers shirt, and I showed up wearing this blue shirt, and I felt really bad.
He changed so
You
much
should've.
so he changed out of the Too Many Burgers shirt.
Almost immediately.
Almost immediately.
How does that hurt?
This shirt was dirty. I threw it in the wash when I realized it was dirty, and I threw it in the wash last night, and I threw it in the dryer before I left today.
You had
And then-
Slime go get it, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I was freaking here. There's a beautiful ring recording.
Look.
Oh, there is? I just saw you leave. That was it.
If it makes you feel any better, I have a bad habit of suggesting things to people, like movies, games,
Oh,
stuff
okay.
like that, and I'll let them borrow it because I'm like so excited to have them watch it. So, to your credit, as long as it took to get it back from you, you were the first one to return anything out of a list of people that I have. I've let Austin borrow 2 movies.
That guy.
And he still has yet to return them.
Well, he's always like, I'll do it next week. I'll do it next week.
Every
Oh,
time.
I forgot. I'll do it next week.
Look at his face.
What is he doing?
He saw me point at him. He's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. He's got something to say.
I just want to point out, you've been wearing this Ice Cream Sunday shirt all day?
No.
Okay. So I was going to say, if you've had that on all day and you covered it up with this shirt, boy.
No, actually, I had Simon bring it from my house because it was. Yeah.
I appreciate you, sir.
I was supposed to wear this shirt while Trevor was wearing the Too Many Burgers
Right now
shirt.
we're talking about how you abuse the movie library. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what makes it even worse is he'll start watching a new TV show or he'll watch something older and be like, I just don't have time. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to it. I want to. Fucking prick.
This woman got like a triple scythe thing going on. What's that show called? What's it called? With the red clouds.
I'm Naruto.
That's Naruto?
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. That character does not look familiar to me, but then again, I've never.
I don't
I've
think that
not
character's
seen.
from Naruto, but I think the robe or
is on.
cloak
Every
or
year
whatever
for
it
Des
is.
Moines Con, I'm reminded that I should watch more anime.
Yeah.
I watch a poor amount of anime.
Speaking of anime, you still have time, okay? So I'm gonna drop a dime on you.
Yes.
A dime.
Depending on what you want for anime, Xbox is currently having a sale of anime.
Oh, really?
Xbox?
Xbox. Yep.
I knew what he said.
So, for a good example, the entire series of Naruto on sale for $60, 85% off. Do you know what the regular retail value is for all of that without the discount?
Like over $200.
$657
Oh my
and some
goodness.
odd cents.
That is at least $10.
And I went through the library of the sale just to see what other animes that seemed unusually high priced. We got Bleach, Hunter x Hunter, Inuyasha, and a few others. But like, if you're looking to get into anime, now's the time, man. Like, that is the cheapest you will ever see that.
Okay.
Especially concerning like there's a lot of
my
anime
gosh.
is really limited
I
on
think I see one
streaming.
of my actresses for my short film.
Oh? Is
Oh
it
my
the
gosh.
green or red?
Red. Bailey. I'll talk to you soon. Yeah. Sorry. She is the Navy SEAL in my short film that comes out in August.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's so awesome to have seen her. I think I'm going to excuse myself. You guys enjoy your time together.
Go for it.
All right. Well, now it's just me and you. That was a R2D2 scream, I think.
It was. That was like an R2D2 distress call. That hug was awkward, wasn't it?
I wasn't looking. I was too busy looking at her pick up
I
the
guess
Loki
I will
scepter.
pick up the slack.
Oh, hello. Honestly, I didn't realize you were there until you were there.
Man, he's like the biggest dude here.
I'm also the stealthiest man you'll ever meet.
That's
for
horrifying.
my size.
Wow. All right. There's a lot going on.
We
Once
have
right
had
now.
a lot of traffic today, mostly
Yes.
because they're doing a drawing.
Yes.
We have all the Star Wars booths that
That
are
works
like
for
right
us.
next to us.
Honestly, I think the 501st Legion
Mandalorian
saved
merch.
us from destruction.
Well,
I
so-
really believe that because 501st is this world-renowned group,
yeah.
and people are gonna come see them.
They're known for their Star Wars cosplays.
Yeah.
So-
And, I mean, they're pretty consistent with their quality too.
Although this is the first year that I've ever had I didn't go to Comic-Con last year, so maybe it changed last year. I don't know. But when did they start shoving people over in the corner over here?
This year.
Yeah.
This is new.
Oh.
Because last
Well, that's
year,
disappointing.
Last year we had a spot on the main floor.
I was gonna say, I've never seen them have things out here. This was always the line.
I think it
to get
expanded,
in.
and I think they had a lot more vendors that paid.
I think it's much better organized this year. I will admit. I think at least. But it's just having a side corner area.
They
is
also have a ton of space between the wall and the back of the booths that would have been just fine if you would have stuck us against the wall.
Absolutely agree.
But
I will say my experience last year, there was a lot of traffic jams and stuff, a lot of backup and flow. So
well,
maybe
and see, I think having a food court out here rather than a small sectioned off corner on the main floor last year, great idea. Putting people that applied for free tables, maybe not the greatest idea out here. I get the reasoning, I get the understanding.
It feels like they put baby in a corner.
Yeah, a little bit.
And
no one puts baby
from
in a
my
corner.
understanding, even the 501st hasn't really been happy about that.
Oh, I'm sure they haven't. But I think
I've never seen a con where they're not on the main floor.
Yeah, 501st is a huge deal. I am surprised
that's weird.
they shoved them over here, but I think the fact that they are over here is helping. It's helping us more than it's helping
they just
them.
want just a sellers only floor? Is that what
I think so.
I think so.
Because
I
that's
think
what
that's
it feels
it.
like. Because everything in there is just sellers,
Yeah.
people that make and sell things.
Well, and
that are
see,
on
the
floor.
other issue that's come up that we've all kind of talked about already is the fact that, granted, they say all their proceeds are going to a children's charity and stuff. It very clearly states in the rules you can't be selling or charging or doing anything of the sort. They do the pay to put someone in prison deal, and that raffle that they just had was $5 a ticket.
Oh.
And they're not supposed to be doing that. So that's also another point of contention between some of the others.
Yeah. There's been some things that have been not great between other booths. Some people don't agree with other people's decisions. And I think we should be at least allowed to sell minor things, $1 or $2 items. But cuz we're not making a lot of money on that. But their rule is literally nothing. It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's okay. People were complaining yesterday about cosplay weaponry.
Yeah.
How a lot of the cosplay weaponry is just being turned you have to go put it back in your car. And it's and then some people are allowed in with it, and then some people are not allowed in with it, and it's okay, make up your mind though. It's either
Be more
this cannot
consistent,
come
yeah.
in or this can come in, that's fine.
Yep, and
you can't pick and choose. That's not how it
which
works.
is why I have two different cosplays. I have a Resident Evil cosplay, and I have a Spider-Man cosplay. Obviously, Spider-Man, no weapons, so I don't need to worry about that. But with the Resident Evil one, I have a spring-loaded airsoft gun.
Mm-hmm.
I know it can't be used, but it's very clearly not a real weapon. I don't have any ammo loaded into it. And the last con I took it to, there's zip ties for the trigger, so it can't be used.
Yeah.
And there's also zip ties around the lever that loads it because it's a single shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've left those on. I've left the con tags on, so like they had a adhesive labeled tag for it.
Yep. Slap on it.
Yep. So they have that as well. I'm keeping it on, so should I decide to come to a different con, it's already very clear that
it's passed an inspection of some sort.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
so like
the irony for me is that you don't want them to take in the obvious prop that's not going to do any harm unless like you actually beat someone down with.
Unless you intend to do harm.
Which your entire job is to prevent them from doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have entire booths that are selling knives and swords.
So that's something else I've noticed.
Bats and
I think
that's so weird.
The
too.
disagreement or the not disagreement. The discrepancy is you can keep what you buy in here, but that's it. Like if you have prop weapons, they have to be foam.
Are you
and
bringing
not
in
real.
things, you peasants? How dare you not buy the things here?
But like if it's like a metal sword, like I just saw that guy. He had a metal sword and he had the inspection zip tie around it.
Yep.
So that means it passed the inspection of the thing. So I'm wondering if it's maybe just the things that you buy here at the con.
Either that, or they're not,
or they're being
training their
shits.
people well, and it's just
Look, between you and me, and I'm sure you know this, fucking CSC is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
I've never had a good experience with them. I've worked with them.
I mean, you guys have both done security, so
yes,
in the past.
I did a Pride event last year, and was tasked to patrol a specific area within Pride, like a 12-hour shift. It sucked. They said, "Hey, you'll be working with these people." They never showed me who they were. They were just like, "Here's their names. Here's a radio. Anything comes up, your radio." I didn't see a single person that entire night, and I ended up patrolling the entire Pride area, not just the designated section that I had. And I brought that issue up, and no one seemed to care. What I did find was one CSC guard sitting in their vehicle on their phone the entire time.
Neat.
Yep.
Wow.
So I
Why
have
do you have a water cup hat?
I have
Sorry.
a particular disdain for CSC.
It's retro.
I'm not gonna lie, I never noticed your shoes until now. That's pretty sick.
JVC.
Yeah, they're his custom made.
Yeah, custom Vans. I
I
love
like
them.
that. I like that a lot.
All right. Well, we're at almost 20 minutes for this blurb. I think we should probably cut it there. We don't want to go too long. Thank you, Trevor.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure for you to be here. Much better than that other schmuck.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Return the movies.
Fuck you, Austin. Piece of shit.
So
Don't
are
listen to him.
All right. That's that. Thank you. Unless Simon wants to say anything before I shut it down.
Waffles are delicious.
All right, yes, we are back at it again with Too Many Words podcast at Des Moines Con 2024. I am here with my friend Marcellus and a new awesome person we met today, Hope Jakes, correct?
Yes, also
Okay.
known as Raven.
Yes, Raven, yeah.
You know what Jordan said?
What?
I said, "There's Raven." He said, "That's so Raven."
I've gotten that a lot today. I've gotten
Really?
that a lot today, honestly. Yeah.
You got any other jokes that you've been hearing all weekend, or?
People have asked me how hell's going.
Oh.
I've told them I don't visit much because, my dad, I don't get along. So
No Trigon in this house.
No Trigon in this house. No, please no. Keep him away.
Definitely not in this house.
Not in this universe.
Yeah,
no.
So, is this your first booth? Not as I know Misfits have been here before, but have you been doing this for a few years with them?
Yep, so this is my second year with Misfits at the con. I've been with Misfits for about 3 years now, but I was here last year as well. This year I set up the booth, I'm running it as well. It's always a fun time. I love coming to Des Moines Con. It's great.
Sweet. Do you have any questions? Because I'm just now getting it rolling. Because
he's not very good at asking questions on the fly. He's really good at writing them down first and then asking questions. So I'm going to ask, why Raven?
I try to. Well, first of all, Raven is really cool.
Absolutely.
Favorite Teen Titan for sure. Not Teen Titans Go.
Second favorite?
Starfire. Third favorite, Beast Boy.
Okay, good. I'm glad you said Beast Boy because that's my favorite.
Right, love Beast Boy.
Yeah, gotta love Beast Boy.
I also just try to cosplay characters that I feel like I can get into as well as I relate to on some level. Raven is she's really inspiring, honestly, because she has such a raw and horrible backstory, but she does have a soft spot for her friend. She's good for the good people around her. Yeah. Even though she's angsty. And I was an emo when I was a kid. So.
Hey,
makes sense.
Yeah.
It never really truly leaves us.
Never.
I got another question here.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm going to take over the podcast here. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Isaac William Jensen here. And
stop.
No, have you ever seen Titans?
I have, yes.
What do you think about that Raven? That rendition of Raven?
I do like that Raven.
Yeah.
The only rendition I don't like is the Teen Titans Go.
Okay.
Don't like her.
Good.
Like her.
Okay.
Yeah. But Teen Titans is going to be my favorite rendition.
Absolutely.
She's just very cool.
Absolutely.
I do have to admit something. I am a Titans Go apologist.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but go ahead and tell us.
It means I defend them regularly.
Okay.
Because it has gotten to the point where, I say online, I think Teen Titans Go was great. And then I get berated by people who say mean things.
As you should. But I will say Teen Titans Go, for when it came out, at the time it came out, yes, it was good, but if we're going to put it up there with everything else, we're not going to do that. It's on its own level. It's here, and then everything else is here.
I will say the good thing about Teen Titans Go is it gives, it's out there for the people who grew up with Teen Titans, and if they have kids, here, let me show you the good version.
There you go. Let me show you the Go version.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think what had happened was Teen Titans, like the original cartoon, it was followed up too quickly by Teen Titans Go.
Okay.
Because, like me, I was still kind of young when Go originally came out.
Yep.
And I guess I liked Go because I was, at the time, too young for the original Teen Titans.
Sense. Yeah. So you grew up with it, some nostalgia.
Yeah, even though I'm literally just 1 year younger than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
hey, 1 year, honestly,
it
for
can
some
be a lot.
TV shows,
honestly,
make or break.
Yeah, it does.
I dated a girl who was 2.5 years younger than me once, and
you dated a girl?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
Awesome.
It's true. But yeah, there was this one girl named Annie. I don't know how she got my Snapchat, but I saw her on my story or her story, and she's like, "Who's Annie?" And I was like, "I don't know, but I hope she's okay." It's a reference to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
She didn't know what I was referencing.
Oh.
She's like, "Why do you keep do you care about her well-being so much? Why?"
Annie, we're sorry for his terrible
But are
joke.
you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay now?
Are you decent?
Are you good?
How's your health? How's your pulse?
Are you all right? You smoking? You doing it like you all right? Okay.
Do you have an irregulated beat?
Yeah. Are you fine?
But
you should go
too
check
much
that out.
off topic. But yeah, who do you represent as a cosplayer here?
So I am with Misfit Studios. We are an LLC. Basically, what we do is we partner with Blank Children's Hospital. We do a lot of events at Blank Park Zoo, little odds and ends events here with the police department, things like that. We are just wanting to bring joy to children.
Yeah.
When we're there, we get into character, and I love the spark in their eyes when they see their favorite character.
Yeah.
I wish I had that as a kid.
Yeah.
It would be really inspiring. I mean, it inspires me just seeing how excited they get.
Absolutely.
And that's what drives me, really. Bringing up the next generation, showing them that magic is real
Yeah.
and inspiring them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Honestly, I wish there was something like you guys a lot earlier, because I saw that it was established 2018.
Yep.
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah. It's really cool what you guys are providing as an experience for kids, because I actually had childhood cancer, and some of my first memories were in the hospital, and I will never forget those days of special visitors.
Yeah.
I wish, Superman walked in, but instead I got a person who was a ventriloquist.
Okay.
And I guess that was cool.
A little scary.
Sure, a little scary.
I was really shy. They're like, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm like, I was
sitting in a hospital bed.
Sick. What are you?
How are you doing? I'm sick. How are you?
Hello. Do I ask the dummy or do I ask you? that
but yeah.
question makes you a dummy too.
Right.
But
Yeah, it was like my birthday every day though. I got like a lot of Ninja Turtles toys and stuff. Yeah, like you remember like the 2003 Ninja Turtles? Yeah, I got like the whole toy line growing up from that.
There you go.
Don't know where any of those are anymore, but
He sold them, everybody.
You got any
He
childhood
sold them
toys
to a guy down
that
the
you like?
street.
oh, childhood toys.
I mean, you got to be in touch with your inner child dressing up like this, right?
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
Wouldn't you want to know?
Someone's saying off camera, I can't even hear them.
Yeah, don't focus on her. Okay?
Yeah.
Hello?
She's the star right
Again,
now.
Raven, hi.
Yes,
How are you?
it's Raven.
Ravone.
Let's see. Childhood toys. Oh, you put me on the spot.
Sure did.
I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. So I have a bunch of Spider-Man toys.
Ooh, I got a good question for you.
Okay, I've also, when Skylanders were a thing, do you
Okay,
remember
yeah,
Skylanders?
yeah.
I had every single one, including the limited edition ones.
Ooh.
I would hunt for Skylanders. That was my
You
bread
still
and
got
butter.
them?
Oh, of course I do.
You should sell them because they're worth a lot.
No, I
No.
shouldn't because they're
She
all
should sell them
leveled up
later.
and
Oh, well,
later,
there you go. Yeah, there you
much
go.
later when
There
I'm
you go.
not attached still, I'm still
Yeah.
attached to them.
Still holding on.
Yep,
Still holding
yep,
on.
still holding on.
Yeah.
When her kids need like college tuition or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
But see,
If you
people
plan to have
people
kids.
say that.
Yeah.
People say that, and then you get to that age, and then they're worth nothing.
I don't
Well,
know.
but they're worth everything to you.
Yeah,
I don't
and then
know.
you can share them with your kids.
Right.
Come on.
This is a Skylander. Mom,
What?
I'm playing on the iPhone 38.
I'm stepping into my VR room.
Right.
What do you mean? What is this? What is
I'm going to the beach.
Yeah.
Opens the door to their room.
exactly.
Full
What's
view
up?
virtual
I'm going to my
reality
meta
room.
house.
Exactly. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine like parental control on a VR room?
Oh,
like
my
you're
gosh.
grounded, you're in a white room. Oh my goodness. That's
Go
gotta
to your
be,
room right now.
That's
It's
gotta
just
be like
a weight room, Mom. Exactly.
Yeah,
We're in it for
yeah.
30 minutes.
No bed, nothing. It's out.
dude,
Where'd
that's,
my bed go? It's not in there anymore.
oh, you just
I
know.
deleted it.
People would have used that so hard.
Control Alt Delete.
How about
Yeah.
that?
Like,
So
oh my gosh.
I had a good question for you. You said you like Spider-Man.
Yes, of course. I cosplay Spider-Gwen. That's my main girl.
Ooh,
Yes.
ooh.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
someone else asked me this earlier today, and I gave a good answer because I love
no.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Who is your favorite Spider-Man
Okay.
out of the live action?
Out of live action.
So you're trying to fight,
Okay.
is what you're
okay.
saying.
No, not at all.
It is. It's a little controversial.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
go ahead.
She gonna
Very
say
split.
Andrew
So,
Garfield?
Andrew Garfield, and I have good reason.
That's okay.
I have good reason. His suits are my favorite.
Yeah.
From
Yep.
the movie.
Yep.
And a lot of people say he didn't do a good Peter Parker because he's kind of like, oh, I'm all hot shit, all
Right,
that.
right.
But I recently just rewatched the movie. One, I was cringing with
Okay.
how awkward he was.
Yes.
And two, in the Amazing Spider-Man comics,
Yeah.
he does have that, flair to him. And what I do love about the live action and the comics
Yeah.
for Amazing Spider-Man is he had an incredible sense of justice
Yeah.
even
Yep.
before he was Spider-Man. I mean, he was standing up to Flash when he was just this really awkward,
Yeah.
nerdy kid.
Absolutely.
So that's why I love him.
Yeah.
Controversial, but
No,
that'd
not
be my
controversial at
favorite.
all. For me, my favorite,
not.
is, my favorite is Tobey Maguire. That's just
You're-
'cause-
OG,
wait. That's just
OG.
because that's what I grew up with.
Yeah, of
but
course,
this
OG.
is what I tell people: Tobey's the best Peter.
Yep.
Andrew Garfield's the best,
Best
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
and Tom is
Holland.
best.
Everything,
Is a good combination of both.
Yep.
You have nothing to say about that because you didn't even know that Stormbreaker could come back to Thor.
That's
so
fair,
let's
that's
not
fair,
say
that's fair.
anything.
Yep.
it's not Thor's power. Stormbreaker is sentient.
Yep.
Okay, still can come back to him.
Anyways,
He can say, "Come here, Stormbreaker." and he's like,
I'm
"Hello."
getting Jordan here real quick.
Gwen could too. I mean,
Right.
right?
Jordan, guess what? We have found another person that prefers Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. This is a
Nice to meet
podcast
you.
this is a podcast that prefers Andrew Garfield as
Oh,
Spider-Man.
awesome.
You
Well,
too?
I am.
Good.
Oh wait,
Good
no, I
company.
never even gave you the mic. It's like the whole point of why I got you over here.
Okay.
Say yay!
Yay!
Cool. good
Andrew
job.
Garfield is the best Spider-Man,
Yes.
and the best Peter Parker too, in my opinion.
No. So, you could have stopped
In
with
his
the best
opinion.
Spider-Man, but you didn't have to keep going with the best Peter Parker. Now,
I fully believe that. I do.
He fully believes that.
You think you believe it because you were told to
You were told.
by the people around you. Now, your favorite is Andrew Garfield?
Yes, I think when it comes to comic book accurate.
Comic book We're going to comic books now.
Like
You've
the
read them all.
height and weight.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
That's fair.
exactly how you should be portrayed as Spider-Man.
Okay.
I think he was perfect.
Comic
Perfect
book
casting.
accurate.
Yes.
Okay. Which one? The Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet he is comic book accurate to the one that is for the movie. Anyway, I have another question for you.
I have another answer.
Besides Spider-Gwen,
Right.
who is your favorite Spider-Man,
Man.
woman,
Something.
out of all of them?
I am a big Spider-Punk fan.
Okay. Yep.
I really, really love Spider-Punk.
Yeah.
But also, Miles is just dope. I love Miles. I was talking to my brother. He's about 14. And I asked him, I was like, who's your favorite Spider-Man? And, I'm thinking about all the old Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And he's like, Miles. And I'm like, that's just so cool because you got the younger generation with
Yeah.
all the new spiders
Yeah.
that are bringing them up.
Yeah.
I just love to see it. It's
Absolutely.
really cool. It's
Absolutely.
really cool.
Miles is my favorite.
Yeah.
Sorry, had to shout out Miles. You see the skin color. Gotta shout out Miles. I'm sorry. That's my boy right there. If Miles wasn't a thing, I would have to go with Ben Riley.
Oh, I was gonna say Ben Riley.
Sorry, that's my boy right there.
I'm thinking about my past.
That's
I love it. I love it.
Is that what you were gonna say?
Yes, I
knew-
was
you and
going
I
off
talked
of
about that. Yeah.
Purely off of aesthetics only.
Yes. He's so
Ben
cool.
Riley's sick.
Absolutely.
Yes, very sick.
I saw so many Spider-Men, Spider-Women here. One Ben Riley.
I saw him as
Yeah.
well. We did the Spider-Man point thing
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I was
yeah.
Gwen. Yep. It was
And
a
I
good
was
time.
like, yes.
Yep.
You understand.
Oh, so you were Gwen yesterday.
I was Gwen yesterday. Yep.
She
Yep.
was Gwen yesterday.
I was
yeah.
Gwen yesterday. Saw a bunch of spiders. We did the Spider-Man point thing. It was very great. I loved
That's great.
it.
That's great.
Any other questions here?
Yes, I want to dive into Hope
Okay, dive
Jakes
into it.
as a person.
Hope Jakes as a person.
Yes,
Okay, let me
because
put
she came
Raven
over.
away.
she came over and we talked about film and your history with like acting and stuff like that. And I just want actressing. Well, I think people are pushing actresses out, and everybody's an actor now. I think these days. But let's just go over a little bit everything we talked about at the booth.
Yeah. So again, with Misfits, it gives me an opportunity to really get into the character.
Yeah.
I grew up. I was a theater kid. Very wild, creative imagination.
Yeah.
Making. I don't know if you guys remember the Flip. It was a kind of recording device.
Yep,
I'd make little videos off of that. Direct, write, star in. So that's just what I grew up with, and I just adore acting, and again, bringing that magic. So again, theater kid in a few plays, things like that.
Yeah.
I can cry on command. Not going to do it right now because
Nope.
I have my makeup.
Yep.
So please.
Don't ask.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
Don't ask. Come on. Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe
We'll see.
tomorrow.
Yesterday.
Yesterday, probably. I
Yeah.
mean, there was a little Gwen that came up and hugged me, ran to me and
Aw.
hugged me, gave me a little tear in my eyes. But,
Well, there you go.
real tears though, not fake.
Oh.
But yeah, I just anything to do with acting. I'm also a special effects makeup artist, so I like creating monsters. I'm very into blood and gore.
Yeah.
Huge horror fan. So I'm a jack of all trades, master of none.
AKA, she can help me make movies, and I'm super appreciative of it.
Yes, I would so be down.
Yeah.
I'd be stoked.
The honestly, the amount of people that have walked up to me and said, "Hey, I dabble in acting," or "Hey, I dabble in camera," and
Or
they just
writing.
were like, "Hey, can I help you with something?"
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, it
it's
has
super
been
awesome, and abundantly, I'm thankful.
Yeah,
abundantly.
yeah, of
Spell
course.
that.
Of course.
Never mind. Because I'll think about it, and then you'll just cut me off and be like, "Ah!"
No, I want to hear you. I want to hear you spell it.
A
Ah!
B
Yeah,
U
he exactly got what I was gonna say.
A-N-T-L-E. Or no, why? Why? Why?
Why? Because you said E.
Well, I'm not a good speller, so good
Really?
job.
Yeah.
yeah, you got
You could have
it.
said anything. I didn't know.
Honestly, yeah.
She could have started with a D, and I would have been like, okay.
I think this is the perfect place to have a booth like that, though,
Absolutely.
because you have so many creative minds here, and
Yeah.
we all meld together really
Yeah.
well. Because honestly,
Yeah.
we are a bunch of weirdos, bunch of misfits.
Yeah.
But this is our home. This is where we get to be our weird
Right.
selves and connect, and that's
Right.
what I love about Des Moines Con.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so you have any questions for us over here, real quick?
Well, you said you do multiple podcasts, right?
Yes, multiple. So right now, this is for Too Many Words, episode 96.
96,
Big
wow.
fat one coming out June 22nd if you want
June
to
22nd.
see yourself
Put it on my
that.
calendar. Yep,
Yep.
June 22nd. Cool.
But I also have Unfadable. He has given me his blessing on being helpful in Unfadable because he's going to help behind the camera production work on that, where I interview people, and that's career based.
Yep.
I heard that. And we also have Jordan's solo podcast. It's better as a web series, but he just made it a podcast yesterday where he does toy news and talks about the latest toys. Because yeah, you should see this guy's room. He loves Transformers.
He loves him some Transformers.
Loves himself some Transformers.
And Gundam. He told me that earlier.
Gundam
also.
Gundam's great. Yeah. He's no. He said this on the podcast. He's a lot of credit card debt in front of him.
Yeah, I
but
can see
proudly
that.
he wears that on his
Right.
sleeve.
Jordan wears that credit card debt proudly.
Yes.
He puts the credit card on his physical.
And then
Easy access.
we have 2 different products coming out later in the year. My Nana, I think I talked with you about it a little bit. Yeah, she, in her retirement, wants to participate in what we do here at Scaldstone.
Shout out, Nana.
She gonna have a Jesus podcast. That's so great. That was great. But yeah, and then we're gonna have a gaming channel.
Gaming channel.
Yeah, and that launches
That's my favorite
in
part.
December. We've
cool.
we've started doing backlog on that right now, so we can have like a bunch of content
cool, very
for when we
cool.
start that. But yeah, that's everything we do as a regular series because it's hard to be consistent when you're a writer and try to put out short films. And so
I have 2 more questions.
Yes.
One, how long have you been doing this? 'Cause I'm
2
very
years.
curious. 2 years?
Well,
Awesome.
less than 2 years. It'll be 2 years in August.
years coming up, yeah.
Very cool, very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, my last question, what drives you guys? What inspires you to do this?
Well, there's a lot of different angles because of us doing so many different things.
Yeah.
But honestly, what drives me, the fact that I can do it with my friends.
Yeah.
The fact that I can keep on impressing myself, you know, because we all struggle with mental health a little bit in some shape or form. Self-worth, self-worth is a big question, and
It is.
constantly doing something that proves me wrong made me, change my mind on what I previously thought I could not do.
Yeah.
Is really special because, like, even though I said that I've been doing this for 2 years. Technically, the Scaldstone has been around for 2 years.
Yeah.
I've been writing since I was 18.
Wow, yeah.
And, it started out as sports articles.
Yeah.
And you put an article up on Facebook, and some 57-year-old guy says you're full of shit. It's
You don't know what you're talking
It's really
about.
hard to
Right.
keep
I
going.
lived it.
It's really hard to
Yeah.
keep going.
Right.
But in this new chapter of launching an idea that eventually kind of has become bigger than you, it's really inspirational.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the drive,
that's
is
amazing.
constantly just impressing yourself and fulfilling the things that you said you set out to do.
And his drive, I tell him this all the time.
Yeah.
His drive is contagious. I told him I've been in film and I went to school for film and all this
Very
sort of
cool,
stuff.
very
So
cool, yeah.
so I've been a little driven to do stuff, but I'm like I don't want to do it alone. And my wife always tells me, she's like, just go and do it. I'm like, but I haven't, like, I know I have you to do it with. Yeah, the sappy thing to say. But like, I want someone to do it with. And then we met literally 2 years ago, and almost 3 years ago. And he brought it to my attention, like, hey, this is what I do, and I know that you do this, and you're very charismatic, and I'd love for you to come and help. And I'm like, sure. And I've not turned back since. Like, I told him, I was like, even like 30 minutes ago, I was like, dude, this is giving me newfound purpose. Yeah.
That's really inspiring.
Yeah, I have him, and 3 other people that are fully involved. None of them are getting paid because I don't have the money for it.
I'm on salary.
There's got to be something that makes them to believe that I'm doing, and so
there's the credit card debt that I wear on my sleeve.
Yeah.
I don't even own a credit card.
But for everybody to just want to do this out of wanting to be a part of it, no monetary gain. I mean, eventually that'd be nice, but for me to have such an awesome team immediately after this work is really special. And that's another element of it.
It's really, really inspiring. Definitely being able to do it.
You
with
probably
people
experienced the
love.
same thing
I do.
being a misfit, you know?
I do. We really feed off of each other, and I've been doing cosplays for ever since I was little tiny tot. But they really brought me out of my shell, and it's fun. We're a family now, and you can't really say that a lot with jobs.
No, not a lot of jobs.
But definitely, we are a family, and we're there for each other, and we just make it fun.
Absolutely.
So-
Okay.
Shout out Misfits.
Cool.
Shout out Misfits.
Shout out Misfits.
So is that all of your questions for today?
For you guys, yes. Is that all the questions for
Can
me?
you bring the pretty guy over here?
Hey, pretty guy. His words, not
Right
mine.
there.
Come here. Messiah.
Oh, I thought
His name is
I thought you were
Messiah?
talking about him.
Apparently.
I mean, Michael's
He's the
also
pretty
pretty.
guy?
Don't flatter him.
Oh no.
Hi. Show the camera how much you do look the part.
I
Look at
was
this.
just. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was
Timothy
thinking about
Chalamet, Tom Holland
Timothée.
mix.
Please get it right.
Is your whole arsenal of cosplaying just Zendaya's
Long-jawed white
partners?
guys. I wish.
Yes, partners.
I'm
You're gonna-
trying to get him to do Willy Wonka. We'll see.
That would be
You're gonna-
perfect.
Honestly,
the purple
yeah.
coat and everything, yeah.
You could definitely pull off
Don't
a Willy
come in
Wonka.
and
just,
say those things
Just
because you
copy
want money.
Timothy's entire career. Yeah, that would work out for you. Yeah.
If it give me the box office, then yeah, I might.
Yeah. Yeah.
Timothée.
So, as far
Please
as
get it
I
right.
know, most of the Misfit cosplay is self-funded. It's what you want to wear, right? So this looks expensive.
It is all EVA foam and fabric. I think I spent maybe a total of like not even $200 getting this put together.
And you put it together yourself.
Yeah,
It was
through
$199.
Patterns I found online. A person named Allison Tabitha made them. The pattern itself cost $20, but like everything else was just made. This is all bits of foam, all fabric from Goodwill, and
Wow.
Tubing is window insulation.
Wow.
So
Cool. Cool.
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
much was your cosplay?
My cosplay honestly was, I altered it a little bit, so under $100. We also, our boss Ben, he 3D prints a lot of things for us, like our face shells, our web shooters. We all have some talent. Carrie, one of our misfits, she sews all of her cosplays, so she's able to help there as well. So we, again, help each other out and
Oh, hi.
keep it as low cost as possible. But again, we love doing it. So
Sweet. I think that's all we have for you today. If you have more tomorrow, that'd be great. So
I'll be at
thank you
23
both.
tomorrow, so
Yeah. Real names, real quick.
I'm Keaton.
Keaton
Hope.
of Misfit Studios. Yay! And now we're all done.
Oh yeah.
That was great. Hello, I am here with Dave Wheeler on the Too Many Words podcast for our infiltration of Des Moines Con 2024. And honestly, this is so awesome to have you here.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
See, this is only my third convention ever. You were the first person I ever spoke to at any convention.
Dang, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You made a comic book with a friend a couple years ago called Major Loon.
I did. Jeff Cotton.
Yeah.
Good
and,
dude.
And you gave me your last copy for free with a magnet, and it was cool.
Yeah, man, dude, that was hella fun. Like, Jeff's a good dude. He wanted to learn comics, and it was serendipity. Came
Yeah.
into the comic shop. He said, "Man, do you have any books on making comics?" I'm like, "Well, what do you want to know?" He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I've been making comics for the better part of 2 decades. Like,
Nice.
let's go." So, and now he's kicking ass. So,
Yeah.
Major Loon 2 is finally in the works, which is rad too. So.
Sweet. Yeah, I found his Instagram, and I hope he keeps up with it.
For sure, it's been slow go. He had some stuff at the house, but I'm excited to say that he is cranking away at it. So.
Sweet. Yeah, I've gotten a thing or two about what you've been up to since following you last year. Any updates on that comic book store that you were trying to get at?
Well, I mean, that was more so just going and doing more signings and stuff. Less starting one. But that's the thing is, I did start doing more signings at stores just because I love doing that. It's kind of a more readily available option than shows because you go sign for a couple hours, then you come back.
Okay.
So that was always fun. So I got out, started doing that a lot more, which was dope. So I've also been getting out a lot more to shows again. Both my kids are a little older, so I feel a little more comfortable.
Okay.
fly in the nest once in a while.
Yeah,
so.
not missing those cute little kiddo years. So much.
I still miss them, but it's a little easier vid chat and all that stuff. It makes it easy. So yeah,
okay, great. So you said you've been doing this for like 2 decades.
Yeah, pretty close. My first show thing that I ever did was at a library. I was selling zines and mini comics and stuff. But yeah, that was a billion years ago. It feels like so. It's better part of 2 decades. I think it's 18 years. I don't know. I'm bad at math. 4 years of art school, 1 math class. So
me neither.
I've been doing it a long time, and it's fun to be at this place in my career where I get to go around and tour around as a guest and stuff, because it gives me a little more opportunity to get to places and get to talk to more people and not be constantly on the grind. The show is on, I'm cool with hey, I can come talk with you and hang out for a bit, and I don't have to freak out that I'm not at my table constantly. So
great,
it kind of helps. So doing panels and stuff now a lot more, which is fun. So it's a good time.
Yeah, you tell stories, and you seem to know absolutely everybody since you've been doing stuff like this for long enough.
I get around.
Yeah.
No,
you're cool. You're cool.
Hell yeah.
And so, absolutely, Dave Wheeler is cool. But let's see.
That hurt my brain saying.
But yeah, we're going to try to talk to Steve today, but honestly, this is probably going to be the most sentimental interview based on what we've been through
thanks, bro.
together.
I appreciate that.
Because Dave Wheeler is the man that first really told me how to script write or start script writing. Because I've done a few things since last year, but I really didn't know how to start. And I'm well, let's start with making a comic book maybe. And I'm how do you write a script for something that's mostly imagery?
Yeah.
And you really broke it down for me. You recommended me this book. This note card that you gave me sat on my desk for 6 months.
Dang.
And I always looked at it. And it was really cool. But yeah, you taught me quite a few things. You helped me make me believe that I could do this, and I really appreciate that.
Dude, you gotta believe in yourself, bet on yourself once in a while, and gatekeeping is bullshit. I don't know if I can curse on this, but
no, you can't.
But it is. So yeah, no, but fuck gatekeeping. It doesn't make sense. Why hold something back? Help someone out. It doesn't hurt. I've fallen on my face enough times that I'd rather prevent you from doing it at least once or twice. You know what I mean? Being able to find resources that might have taken me 5-6 years to come around to, or until it came out. And then it's oh crap, that's so much better than what I had to learn. Here, use this instead of, the bullshit that I had before that. I think that's very important, is to pass that on to as many people as possible. If people are curious and want to grow their stuff, and they want to learn, who am I to say no?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just said no 12 times.
You're cool. You are really walking the message that you are trying to portray in your work, because I did read an article about how you really want to provide positivity in your fields of work, and I feel like myself going through a similar season of not focusing on things that I dislike so much, and celebrating the things that we do enjoy.
And I mean that's a big thing, is for me, there's already enough negativity and crazy crap going on in this world. It's we're making comics and toys and podcasts and content.
Yeah.
And why do something bad? So bring a little positive energy into the world. Share that. Bring someone up instead of taking someone down. Makes more sense.
Yeah, super sick.
Sorry, my buddy Kyle's over there.
Oh,
so.
I know him actually.
Yeah, dude, Kyle's the man.
He's the man. But
get him on your podcast.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Actually, I did interview him for one of our podcasts.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, that was back in I think January. We had a great time.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, we talked about toy collecting and wrestling.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, dude.
Yeah. Speaking of wrestling,
buddy.
I knew that I liked you for the longest time. I didn't know that I loved you because of wrestling. Like Austin over here was telling me all the things you did in wrestling, and that is just super cool to meet another wrestling fan like you.
It's a weird subset of my life. I don't know if that's putting it properly, but I've been working in the professional wrestling industry for 15 years. I've been doing gear design, poster design, merch design. I've gotten to do covers of comics and, posters and DVD covers and more sets of stretchy pants than I care to admit. It's by far one of the weirdest ways I've made friends. It's let me design your spandex.
That's great. That's great.
I'm good for it, I swear. But yeah, no, it's been really, really fun. I've seen my stuff on international TV. I've seen my stuff, on just seeing like something that I designed made into reality on TV on a semi-regular basis is still like a surreal thing to me.
Wow.
And I mean, it's always fun though too. It's that weird thing of going, oh shit, like I drew that, and now it's on national television. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
And so another thing I've noticed is that you've gone to be smart enough to know how to market yourself in what you wear. Like the pink beanie.
It's like the only day that I don't have my damn pink beanie on.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Usually I'm rocking that thing. It got so. I had a rather rough night because I had some food that didn't like me.
Ouch.
And so when I got back, I was like, I'm going to take a shower. And so I hung it up on the hook in the bathroom, and it fell down, and I stepped on it with my wet foot. And it was still wet this morning, and I'm like, I'm not going to mess with it. So I always have a backup beanie. So if it's not pink, it's green. But yeah, usually pink beanie, bright colors. I mean, I'm still rocking the blue, still got my Jet Jaguar shirt on. It's a good day.
Yeah, we can't all be pro wrestlers, but as long as we can like market ourselves with how we wear us.
Oh yeah.
I naturally always wear floral shirts and typically a sun hat. So people are like, hey, that's the guy that was wearing a sun hat that I met,
He's just happy to be there.
Absolutely. And last question, because I don't want to hold you for too long.
You're good.
So yesterday, I have a 4-year-old nephew, and I was going to leave for dinner.
Yeah.
And I asked him what he wanted to eat because, I don't know, maybe he needed to help me figure out what I needed to eat.
Yeah,
and
right.
Like, let's see what he wants.
Yeah.
And this kid, of course, he's the one that gives me this challenge. He wanted tacos with French fries.
Hey, man, that's not too outlandish.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, what place sells tacos but also French fries? And I guess it was like a little bit of a challenge for me. But do you have any local places in Minnesota that also does both?
Oh man, that's a strange question.
See, I found Abelardo's in my answer.
See, the funny thing is like there's plenty of places like Teresa's, which is like it's tacos and stuff, but they have fries and stuff for kids and stuff. But I mean, like Taco Bell even has like the nacho fries and crap like that. Yeah, I mean, I've seen ads for it. I don't know. I have not partaken.
Really?
Oh, see, man on the street.
He is a Taco Bell aficionado or something.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. Hey, man.
But yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, my brain like just goes grocery store.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Go get some more Ida and a couple tortillas and have yourself a time.
Yeah, by design, that's supposed to be a weird question because I feel like, whenever you get interviewed, you might get asked a lot of the same questions.
Hey, man, I'm for it.
Yeah.
Freshen it up a bit.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, you got any questions for me, sir?
No, man. My brain's not there yet.
I totally get it. Like, it's still kind of early.
When's the book coming out?
When's the book coming out?
On the spot.
That's a great question. Well, not the book, but my short film comes out August 31st, premiering at a local theater. And so,
where is that local theater?
Fleur Cinema off of Fleur Drive in downtown Des Moines. And so, yeah, right here in Iowa.
There's a poster.
Thank you so much.
Promotion.
Shameless plug. But yes, thank you for your time, Dave Wheeler.
All good.
That is so awesome. We can find you where?
Oh, shit. Okay, outro time. You can find me on Twitter at Dave Wheeler, on Instagram at the Dave Wheeler. You can find me on Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Wonder. Most importantly, you can find me over at Extra Life, extra-life.org/participant/Dave Wonder. Because we want to raise some money to help fight cancer for kids. That's right. Fuck cancer. All right.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Love you. Bye.
Hello, and I am here with Mike Kingston. So I'm told the third most popular Kingston in the wrestling world. How you doing today?
Until there's another one, I guess.
Until there's another one. But how you doing today?
I'm doing good. This is my first time in Iowa, so happy to be here.
Yeah, I've gotten the privilege to get to know Mike and his work over this past weekend. Tell us what you work in, brother.
So I make wrestling comics. I make comics with wrestlers. I make comics about wrestlers. I make comics about wrestling, the art of wrestling, all kinds of, everything wrestling and comicdom or whatever. We got our fingers in.
Yeah. You talk about how the comic community rejected you, and the wrestling community absolutely loves what you do.
Yeah, it was tough. Like years ago, I read comics and loved wrestling, and I always kind of thought that everybody made kind of shitty wrestling comics. So eventually it kind of became clear that nobody was ever going to make the wrestling comic I wanted to read. So I decided to make it myself. So I'm a writer, right? I made a script, a business plan, and whatever, and I took it to everybody in comics, and everybody in comics summarily shut me down. Some people laughed at me and whatever, like, oh, wrestling fans can't read, and every kind of thing you would imagine. But in my heart, I kind of always knew there was something to what I was doing. So I worked 2 jobs for a year to make enough money to pay for the art and the printing run for my first books. I started selling on my backpack at Ring of Honor shows, message boards and stuff, just sort of old school guerrilla tactics. And I'd set up at wrestling shows eventually, and then eventually I started doing cons. And then the cool thing that happened is a lot of wrestlers who like comics would come and buy comics from me. And then they became fans of my work, and then we started making comics together. And it's been, it's exceeded my wildest expectations. Like, I just want to make a cool wrestling comic, and now, like, I'm friends with, like 80% of the wrestling industry.
Yeah, you have serious connections in the wrestling industry, and yeah, that's definitely an awesome privilege that you definitely earned with your writing. What's it like being able to write with so many wrestlers that we can't even name all right here?
I mean, the best feeling as a creator, I think, is when somebody that you respect as a creator respects your work. And so, like, I've been super fortunate, not just to have wrestlers like my stuff. Like, I mean, this is going to, like, Billy Zane loves my comics, right? Crazy, right? Chris Bauer is a big wrestling fan. He's on Heels. He was in The Wire. He's, like, my favorite actor on my favorite show in The Wire. And he wrote a foreword to my last book. He really liked my books. I mean, the bassist for my favorite band likes my books. Like, it's unbelievably cool to have people that you respect what you do.
Yeah, that's truly sick. But as a writer, I do have a little bit of experience with sharing the creative writing that goes into a script. What is your approach with dealing with creative differences, especially working with wrestlers like that?
Honestly, it's been so easy.
Really?
I mean, the hardest thing for most of them, because most of the guys are just super enthusiastic, right? And I mean, and they're natural storytellers. Like, if you're ever around wrestlers for a minute, like, just as soon as you sit down, like, the stories just start going, right? Like, I was with Hulk Hogan on Tuesday, like, name drop, whatever. But, like, you sit down and all of a sudden just the stories start coming out, and it's the coolest thing to. I think if you want to hang in that group, you got to have your storytelling chops together too.
Yeah.
Because, otherwise, you'll be, kind of pushed to the side pretty fast. So, thankfully, I've got enough stories and enough connections and things where I can kind of hold my own. But yeah, it's been unbelievably easy. The hardest thing is getting guys to understand the real estate in comic books. And that's what my job is, right? We conceive a story together, but then sometimes we're like, hey, listen, we got 12 pages here. We can't tell. This is like a 5-chapter graphic novel. Like, we can't tell this story. So that's usually the biggest thing, is just trying to get everything we want into the limited space.
Okay. Yeah. And as you said a little bit earlier, these guys respect your work as a storyteller, as a creator, and so that must make it a little bit easier with how much they probably trust you in that process.
Yeah, I mean, we usually sit down and just kick around ideas. It's different for everybody, right? Like, Mick Foley wrote a whole prose story that I adapted. Kazarian was more. He's a big comic book fan, so he had more of a hands-on approach to writing he knew how to write a comic script. So he did a little bit more of it. Sometimes we just bang out a concept and then I'll write a script and then we go back and forth for notes. But the process is different for everybody. But,
okay.
It's always cool.
Sweet. So yesterday I asked you your Mount Rushmore on wrestling skill, but you did tap on how you personally think it's more important to have a unique character. Now, what would you say is your Mount Rushmore, maybe a couple honorable mentions of storytellers in wrestling?
I mean, are we talking about just people just telling stories backstage? Or are we talking about telling stories in the ring?
Telling stories in the ring.
I mean, I always thought that, I think a lot of that goes along with wrestling skill. I mean, I think
Okay.
Bret Hart was excellent at sort of telling stories in the ring. Everything he did made sense, and he was able to, stuff that happened later on would pay off later, almost to the point where, almost like you have to sort of be really, really focused to appreciate it. Like you can appreciate it just from like a fan level sitting there, yay, boo. But then also like if you want to get deep in the weeds, there's another level to what he's doing. I think Bryan Danielson is like that. I think Eddie Guerrero was like that. I don't know. Maybe Dean Malenko. I don't know. There's a lot of guys that were really, really excellent. And there's a lot of guys that spend half a match, selling a leg, and then they hit their finish, and it involves their leg, and there's no sell to it. So like that stuff is a little crazy. So, but yeah, there's a lot of good storytellers.
Yeah. I come to see. I really like wrestling skill, but I think a lot of my favorite matches definitely depend on the story around it. My favorite match has got to be 2006 One Night Stand John Cena RVD for the WWE Championship. That one is one of my all-time favorites. A more recent one is when Cody Rhodes had that torn pec and he did Hell in a Cell with Seth Rollins. That's pretty great as well. You got any favorable matches that you've seen in your time?
I think one of my favorite matches is definitely Hart and Austin from WrestleMania. I think everybody has been trying to chase that sort of double turn sense, and nobody's ever affected it as flawlessly as they did. I mean, that was one of the most, and it's funny too because I mean nobody was happy about that match because it was supposed to be Bret and Shawn again, and then Shawn kind of dipped out for a little bit, and then it ended up being Shawn and Sid, or Taker and Sid. And I think Austin and Bret had already wrestled a bunch of times, so they weren't even necessarily looking forward to the match, and then they ended up having one of the greatest matches of all time. An underrated classic for me is Shawn Michaels and Mankind at In Your House Mind Games. It's got a DQ finish, and I almost couldn't imagine like rating a match with a DQ finish to be so excellent, but it was such an incredible match, and two of the best ever.
I'd have to check that one out. I have not seen that one.
It's but yeah, it was great. I mean, I remember just being so into it, and a lot of it, And then my favorite live experience as a wrestling fan was Samoa Joe and Kenta Kobashi in Ring of Honor at the New Yorker Hotel. Like I would put that's unbelievable live experience. Like everybody was just losing their mind. Nobody ever thought they would. Nobody in America ever thought they'd see Kenta Kobashi live, and then him and Joe just beat the dog out of each other, and it was incredible. Like I left. Like I would put those 1,500 voices in that ballroom up against 1,500 fans anywhere else. I mean, it was extremely, extremely loud.
Sick. So, what are your thoughts on your favorite wrestler has to be like Hurricane, right? Because that's your bestie, right?
He's up there. He's definitely he was definitely my favorite. He's definitely my favorite character. One of my other favorite wrestlers, obviously, is a frequent collaborator. Is Jerry Lawler.
Yes.
I think he's such a craftsman. Like to me, he's one of the two greatest baby faces of all time, along with Dusty Rhodes. And I think that he's an incredible heel. I remember Bret Hart telling me, he's like, even when I was the crowds were starting to turn on me. They would never turn on me against Jerry. Like he always knew how to get heat when he needed heat and whatever. Like he's real. Like there's a whole generation that are just going to know him as the puppies guy, but like just you could literally excel at any style of wrestling. I mean, some people kind of say Memphis almost invented hardcore wrestling for the most part, right? I mean, but then also he did the big epic title matches, and then he could do comedy. Yeah, I mean anything you wanted. Like just a savant almost to me. I think could do so much with so little, and I also think that that's a real thing. Like everybody likes it when guys like sort of are smacking each other for real, but on some level, right? That's not the art form, right?
No.
Then you're just sort of hitting each other and you're cool with it. So I think the trick is the real art form to me is making it look like it hurts without actually hurting the guys. So like if you have like the red chest and whatever, to me, like you sort of failed in your mission as an artist. Like it looks good, don't get me wrong, but I've seen a lot of guys do a lot more with a lot less. And that should always be the goal, to protect your body and to take as little punishment as possible. So,
yeah, I think I've heard MJF talk about that a little bit. Talking about flavor of ice cream for wrestling, stuff like that.
Yeah.
going back to Jerry Lawler, I heard that guy has had literally hundreds of title reigns because of his hometown promotions.
Sure, he's I think somewhere the numbers in the neighborhood of the 180s, but he headlined the same promotion for years and years and years. The same. I mean, it's a level of drawing that no one has ever done. Like obviously, like it's cool that like Hogan and Flair toured the country, right? But they were in a city, maybe twice a year, or maybe Madison Square Garden. You're there once a month, which is impressive, right? That's very impressive. But I mean, Jerry, the Memphis territory was like the same 5 towns for like 30 years. I think Jerry and Bill Dundee, like their feud sold like over 100,000 tickets, which is crazy to the same people, right? They got them to come back every time, which even the best, right? Like, I mean, everybody loves AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, and they got to be a point where people are like, all right, I'm sick of watching these guys wrestle. But nobody in Memphis ever got sick of Jerry wrestling Bill Dundee. And I think that's a real credit to his sort of craft and him as a craftsman.
Honestly, yeah, you make a really good point because, like, out of all the kings that have been in wrestling, he's still Jerry the King Lawler, and people still know him as Jerry the King Lawler. And, for him to be standing out like that when we literally crown a guy as king every year in WWE, yeah, that tracks.
And then, so the other thing that's kind of fascinating is that Jerry was supposed to wrestle Elvis, and not a lot of people know this.
He wrestled Elvis?
No, he was supposed to.
Oh, he was supposed to.
So he had it set up to wrestle Elvis when Elvis came off the tour, but it was the tour that Elvis died on. And he would have, Elvis was doing the karate stuff at the time or whatever, and obviously loved the idea of wrestling Jerry, and it was all set up and ready to go. And then obviously he died on the tour, which I don't know. Like, I think about that a lot. Like, what, I wonder like what that would have done or what that would have been in wrestling, right? Like, I mean, if you think about how big of a deal Jerry and Andy was, like how big Jerry and Elvis would have been.
Wow.
So
that's incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
People would probably be talking to this day, hey, remember that time Elvis was in a wrestling match? That would have been crazy.
It is crazy. It's crazy. And I've known Jerry. I mean, I've known Jerry since 2009, and I think he told me that story 2 years ago. So like that's the kind of life that this man has led. Like he's led like 100 lives in one lifetime. He's done all these things, and we've always talked about stuff. And I didn't even know the Elvis story for like a decade in. So it's pretty impressive.
That's so great about the part of wrestlers is that there is that shared love of storytelling that we also have.
Oh,
and
yeah, it's
it's awesome when we get to collaborate on such things. With that said, so you met Hulk Hogan this past week, right? I'm the coolest guy you've met this week, yeah?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Hulk.
From Mike Kingston, I'm the coolest guy. Sorry, Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mike. Where can we find you and your books?
All of my social media is Headlocked Comic. It's one word. It's our website. It's all our socials. We're on every social media platform that we're on. If you look up Headlocked Comic, if I'm on it, it's there. So it's all me. So just hit me up, man. I'm open if you want to know about my books, if you want to get books, you want to, I also try to help aspiring comic book creators with stuff just because it's such a nebulous, pathless business to get into. And I had to fumble my way in the darkness for years to make what I made. And, so sometimes I try to give people advice if they want it, whatever. So
Yeah, walking through the crap before you see any glory. I think we're also familiar with that as creators. So thank you so much for your time, Mike.
Yeah.
This has been Too Many Words with Mike Kingston of Headlocked Comic, right? Not comics.
Headlocked Comic.
Headlocked Comic. And yeah, maybe we'll see you later today. Thank you so much. That was great, man. Yeah, you really are.
Hello, this is Jordan of the Too Many Words podcast. I just want to open with this next clip is going to be Steve Burns, known from Blue's Clues. He is a truly amazing and wonderful person. This is us interviewing him. He's cool. He was really cool about it. And we love you, Steve. You were great. Thank you for your time.
Hello, my name is Isaac Joseph of Scaldstone Productions, and I'm here with...
My name is Steve Burns.
Yes, Steve, what's it like knowing that you have a full community of full-grown adults who still hold you as a big part of their heart, even so many years later?
What's your name again?
My name is Isaac.
Isaac. It's weird, honestly. It's the real answer is that it's very difficult to hold that or to get your arms around that. You know, it doesn't always feel real to me. It's just difficult to understand. You know, I mean, I have stuff from my childhood that is important to me still to this day. So I guess it's like that for all y'all. But it's hard to think that that might be me, you know. And I don't take it personally in a way because I was just a little part of a show with a whole bunch of people who made a show. I was just an actor who fell backwards into a really good show. So I'm honored and it's something I cherish. But when you put it that way, when you're like, oh, a whole generation of adults feels this way, like I don't know how to conceive of that or you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the humility is probably great. You know, trying to associate yourself with the icon that everybody portrays you as, and you know, to you've always just been you, I guess, right?
Yeah, you know, it's weird because we in media in general we tend to like. It's easier to think of people in kind of extreme terms. Like it's easy in the media to see someone like as a villain or just like this horrible thing, or to see someone as this like saint figure or something like that. But we're just regular schmegular people, you know, who are just somewhere in the middle like everybody else. And that's me too, right? Like I'm not any more wholesome or pure than you are or anyone else, but I think I'm a pretty nice guy, you know? I'm just like a regular person, you know? So the whole icon thing, I'm like, no, not me. That is not me, but
all right.
I get it.
And also, does it hurt to shrink into books?
No, not at all. It's a painless process. But what people don't understand is that it's qualified, right? I would say Blue Skidoo weekend too. She has to do it first. If she doesn't do it, the portal doesn't open. Okay. And then it hurts real bad if you jump into the coffee table.
Okay.
It can be very painful.
Got you. And so we did have a friend that definitely wanted to say hi to you but couldn't make it. Can you say hello to my friend Chris Ortiz?
Hey, Chris. It's me, Steve. I know, I just got old, but it's me. I'm here with Isaac. And where are you? Like, this was fun. Like, we had a really nice time this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we missed you is all I'm trying to say. We missed you, man. And you look great.
All right. And could you please state your name and that you're listening to the Too Many Words podcast?
Hi, I'm Steve, and you're listening to the Too Many Words podcast.
You did awesome. It's like you're a professional performer, Steve. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome, Ben from Misfit Studios, to the Too Many Words podcast, infiltrating the Des Moines Con 2024. What's your full name, Ben?
It is Benjamin Yetter.
Benjamin Yetter. And how big of a role do you have here at Misfit Studios?
I started it.
Yes.
Yes.
See, Michael, our good boy Michael over there, he recommended you because you participated in a lot of really cool Marvel events for fundraising and charities. And yeah, what's that like? Let's take a quick dive into that kind of life right there.
Yeah. So basically what it was is that, well, first of all, I'm going to just be very transparent with you guys.
Okay.
I'm 57 years old.
All right.
So I've been doing this for 24 years.
Nice.
So I was doing this before cosplay became cosplay.
Okay.
It was a word. With that, I started working for Marvel Comics.
Wow.
And did professional appearances for them as Spider-Man, Captain America, Black Panther. And so they would do things like at Best Buy, the Mall of America, Cubs games, you know, anywhere they can possibly have big events to have a Marvel character there. And again, this is well before cosplay even started. And we found out that the smaller events, like your children's hospitals, the Blank Park zoos, Marvel's good, but they would charge $2,000 for an appearance.
Oh, yeah.
To have a character come in for a day. And you look at smaller venues like this, like even Des Moines Con or a Blank Children's Hospital or a Blank Park Zoo, they couldn't afford that. So we decided to do this on a side to have fun as a group. We've been through several iterations before Misfit Studios, But the whole goal was to say, hey, let's take the Marvel experience and let's just drill down a little bit on a smaller level and do things to help out for children to believe actually see Misfits again and have believe in heroes.
Sweet. So you still work directly with Marvel, and this is like a side thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm still with Marvel Appearance Program. I've been with them for, I'm actually the veteran of the team now. I'm 24
Okay.
years with them. A couple of us are still part of that, but they still do their thing on a professional level. We're more of a non-profit.
Yeah.
We're here for kids. And now that we have a younger generation that are doing this,
Yeah.
the whole goal is to bring them up to speed.
Yeah, and not to say if there's anything bad with it being a side thing. You take it very seriously, obviously, correct?
Oh, yeah, we do. I mean, the whole thing is our motto is bring heroes to life.
Yes.
Is what we want to do.
Okay.
And so when you go to Disney and you see a Disney character, you can't break them. You can try, it ain't going to happen. They
True.
will be the mantra of that character no matter what. And that's the whole experience that we want to do.
Cool.
So when we do an appearance at the zoo or a children's hospital, whatever it may be, that we are that character. The accent, the persona, I mean, the whole background information. So that kid leaves like they met Spider-Man, they met Thor, they met Black Panther. That's the whole goal.
Okay. Awesome. So how much credit would you give your career in cosplay to being absolutely jacked deep into your 50s still?
Well, 99.9%.
All
Five
right.
nines. Yep, 5 nines.
Cool.
And the reason why is that when you're talking about being the role, and spandex is not forgiving.
Yes.
That you have to be in shape. So it's in the gym 5:30 every morning. You do your muscle group, get out.
Yeah.
You're doing your cardio. You're keeping under 1,000 calories a day. I mean, yep. And so that's the goal of these guys to stay health and fitness too, because
That's awesome.
it's what we do. Sometimes we're suited up for hours. And we need that stamina. We got to be in shape. A lot of these people that they can't do that, and you have to be that person.
Gotcha. Awesome. I don't think I have too many other questions. You've done a great job, Ben. I will let you know that as a Raiders fan, I am supposed to hate you, so no hard feelings there. But you know what? Probably watching the Chiefs be average most of your life and then finally be awesome, I can respect you sticking with the team long enough for that.
We've had our hard knocks.
Yeah,
we paid
that's
our
for
dues.
sure.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
You have a good one, Ben. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for
here.
inviting me. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
All right. So I finally learned your real name yesterday.
Did you actually?
Because I found you on the shared Des Moines Con story.
Yes.
But let me
right.
explain who this guy is that I'm standing with. This is Vinny. Vinny what?
Cataldo.
Vinny Cataldo. And Vinny is an absolute cool guy, mainly because our lives have just crossed so many times. It was just hard for me to deny that happening at all. Because first we met at the Skillet concert / Saint Estonia concert.
Skillet, Theory of a Dead Man. It was like probably one of the first shows that ever really happened at that new place out in Waukee. So it was really cool that like one of the first places we got to meet was like right out in a new open facility too, which is even cooler.
First week, Vibrant Music Hall. And then I run into you at 3X Wrestling.
Yes.
Yes, we were both talking to JT Energy.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Dude, I can't. That guy is just one of the coolest guys to talk to for the simple fact that, like, he's done so much. He trained with Black and Brave, which is like, you can't train for anybody better than Black and Brave because it's run by the
Seth Rollins, Merrick
Iowa's
Brave?
own Seth Rollins.
Yes.
And he's traveled so many places, like, across, like, the U.S., going to, like, different wrestling promotions. And I think it's cool, like, how independent wrestlers can travel. And he was actually on an episode of WWE.
He was. He got choked out.
By Eric Redbeard.
Yes.
Yes.
And he got choked out more recently by Bray Wyatt.
Yes.
He was a cameraman.
He was. I remember that.
Yeah.
May that man rest in peace.
Yeah.
He was a great legend.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what JT Energy has to say about meeting Bray Wyatt. I would love to know about that.
Hey, I think it's just cool, like, how he's been on TV as, like, just random people. Like, just to be in, like, a WWE, like, event is just crazy in and of its own.
Yeah. Yeah, and he did a dark match for AEW. I've said this on the podcast before. I think he's one of the most accomplished wrestlers in the local area.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, absolutely. Did I tell you that we ran into him when we went to our Davenport trip last weekend?
Really?
Yeah, he was like across the street. And I'm like,
I think that I might have saw a little bit of it on your Instagram.
Yes.
Because I was like scrolling through to see like, okay, do I know these guys? Have I seen them before? And then I was scrolling through and I see, oh, he went to Black and Brave and he saw JT. I'm like,
Yes.
oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, you are like Ash Ketchum, getting pictures and talks with all these local celebrities when they visit the town.
I mean, like, I think something for me is just like, you know, like I've said this on like other podcasts that I've been on, but I think that the biggest thing is just like, you get to like meet these people who have like made a huge impact in your life, like on like your like childhood or like adult life, and it's just cool to like meet these people and kind of like just see like they're real people too, and like they're not just like people behind a screen or just like some like they are who they are in TV and in real life, and I think it's just cool to like meet them and like just kind of say like how much of an impact they made in your life. It's something like. It's cool to like be able to like say that to them, because I feel like when you say it, it means a lot to them, and it means a lot more to you because you're actually relaying your emotions to them. And I think as time goes on, you know, it's just a thing of like, it's just something fun to like do. And like past Comic-Cons, like I've been to last year's Des Moines Con was actually my first one, which is amazing. And then I got to do Animate Des Moines, which was actually here, which they had a bunch of like voice actors come, and it was amazing. Having the same thing this year, but with Nightmare Weekend, which is going to be even more fun. And then Kansas City too was a big one, because they had like the biggest names you could think of. They had all the Scream people. They had like all from people from Happy Days, a show that came out long time ago in the 70s and 80s. Like, people still showed up for them, and I think that was really cool how much of an impact like that show made on a bunch of people.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. I seriously think that looking at like your social media, you've defined yourself as like a local super fan, you know, for the culture, and it's not just like a only wrestlers or only actors. Like, you get everybody, bro.
Yeah, like even like Wrestling Revolver. I don't know if you've ever been to one of their shows.
Oh, absolutely.
So just back in March, they had Paul Walter Hauser from Cobra Kai, and you know, it's so cool to see like somebody like that from like a TV show, like an actor getting into wrestling.
Yeah,
that's even more cool. And like he's been trained by like some of the best too, which is amazing. And to see him come to Des Moines is something that I never thought I would ever see.
Yeah,
like,
and he's coming back.
Yeah, with Danhausen.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be amazing. Like, just it doesn't have to be voice actors. It doesn't have to be actors in general. Just meeting famous wrestlers too is cool, because like I've gotten to meet Mick Foley. Seeing Mick Foley was crazy, to see a guy who, you know, should have been dead back in the Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker, thrown off the cell, and then like choke slam through the cage. How that man walked out of that event will forever be a mystery to me. How that man has been put through thick and thin, and still managing to live here today is amazing.
Things like that is the number one reason why I will never be a wrestler. People say, Isaac, you could try wrestling, and I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah, no,
I don't want to bleed.
Leave it up for people who kind of really want to do that in
it's
their
for
life.
masochists.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I think another cool thing about it too is just really how you like. It's a sentiment with here is like you meet these people who have an impact on your life. Wrestlers, you get to like talk to them about. Sometimes they don't share stories about like some past things that have happened, like road trips and stuff. And it's cool to like get to like know like what goes on in their daily life when like people meet them, and like what's gone on behind the scenes. And it's kind of cool to like get the inside of stuff in the WWE and like other promotions too. And I think it's kind of cool to learn that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
definitely.
Awesome. What's cool is this episode that we're recording right now, it will come out June 22nd, the day of Wrestling Revolver coming back. So do you have anything to say to your future self if you watch before the show?
Happy 24th birthday, Vin.
Oh, that's on your birthday?
Well, 3 days before, but by the time it'll come out, it'll already be.
Okay,
but
cool.
Yeah, it's been fun talking with you, getting to know you again, all that kind of stuff. And we may run into each other one more time.
Oh, dude, it's bound to happen. Like,
oh, absolutely.
We like too many of the same things, and we live probably too close to each other. And so, yeah, it's bound to happen. So,
right.
What's it like being 23? I mean, I've been there, but what are your thoughts on being 23?
It's crazy, man, because, like, people will still come up to me, and they'll think, like, I'm still, like, 18. Like, people will be like, are you, like, still in your teens? I'm like, no, I'm 23. Like, it's just so weird to, like, because, like, when you get older, you kind of, like, are like, man, 23, like in your 20s is going to be cool, and then you realize you got student loans, you got rent payments, you got car payments, and you realize, what can I do to turn back time to go back to being a teenager in high school when you don't have responsibilities?
Absolutely. I love how seriously you took that question. See, I think 23 was one of the best years for me.
Was it actually?
And, I just love the number 23 for mostly sports reasons.
True.
24, I feel like, I'm in my mid-20s now. And it's like...
Yeah.
But I understand, like, being in your early 20s is so weird because depending on who you're talking to, you're expected to be an adult, but also people don't take you seriously because you're in your early 20s, depending on who you talk to once again. But
right,
it's just a complicated back and forth of, socially, I don't know.
And it's like people always are like, oh, you're like a fully adult now. And then like sometimes people, like some people look at you like, oh, you're still just a little kid.
Yeah.
Like even like to like your parents, it's just like, you're not really an adult. You're still just their
I'll
kid.
always be my mom's baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, Vinny, before we get out of here, you got any questions for us over here?
Not really. I mean, it's just cool to like be able to get on and talk with you a little bit about just like random stuff. And
it was a privilege, man.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right. Right now we are here with
Bill from Field of Geeks.
Bill from Field of Geeks. Yes. I've had the privilege of being next to you, kinda split between the worst podcast in the world between us, Ice Cream Sunday Podcast. Who listens to those guys? But yeah, Field of Geeks. What makes your podcast different from other podcasts?
Well, I think it's I would use the term labor of love.
Okay.
We're all a bunch of friends. Most of us have known each other since high school. We all just kind of get together and hang out and talk about nerd stuff, which we would have done anyway. So
Cool.
why not, record it and put it out there for everybody to enjoy?
Yeah, given our short talks, Field of Geeks is almost kind of like Scaldstone, where it's not just one podcast, right?
Right. We've got a couple different ones. Super Unknown, which is a kind of more of a paranormal, what would you do in this situation kind of podcast.
Okay.
We also have Star Trek Mission Report, which Josh does with Steve, who's sitting over there today. They're both huge Trek nerds, so it fits in great for them. Got a couple other ones we're going to be working on soon. One Josh is going to be doing with his wife called What Are We Watching?
Oh, yeah.
And it's them just kind of reviewing and discussing the shows they're binging on streaming services.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Awesome. So is your guys' favorite fandom, of course, Star Trek?
I'd say we're all pretty diverse. So
Diverse?
We've got about 8 of us that we kind of rotate through on our episodes. Some of us are comic nerds. Some of us are gaming nerds like myself. Some of us are movie buffs. I mean, we all kind of... form like a geek soup, if you will.
Geek soup. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys like wrestling?
Oh, yeah, I do. I don't know about the rest of them, but yeah.
Yeah. We got all the ingredients there then.
I've been a long-time wrestling fan.
Okay.
Me and my buddy Sean have been watching since early Attitude Era.
Ah, sick.
Yeah. Well, his fandom goes way back farther than I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've ever been to Jay's CD and Hobby,
of course.
He works there with Jay.
Nice.
At their 22nd Street location.
I've been trying to interview Jay. Can you bother him about that?
I will put a bug in his ear about it.
Yay! Because I've called the store twice, and they're like, "Well, we'll tell Jay about it." And I'm like, "Okay."
I'll get Sean on it. Sean will bug the crap out of him.
Let's get him.
Yeah,
let's get him. See, I'm a predator, but just for information from interesting people.
Well, I mean,
that's going to get taken out of context. So
nah,
whatever.
Never. It's all right. You can edit this, right?
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say you can edit it out, but...
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have the hardest working editor right over there, Jordan Van Cleve. He always edits things out if we need it out, but, Okay, real quick. Mount Rushmore Ninja Turtles.
Like all the Ninja Turtle characters?
Just the Turtles.
Just the Turtles.
Mount Rushmore.
Raphael, number 1. Leonardo, number 2. Donatello, number 3. Michelangelo, number 4.
Oh, wow. All 4 turtles. Wow. That's wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, weird.
Sorry. But how about this? Mount Rushmore, non-Ninja Turtle characters.
Ooh. Slash has always been my favorite.
Heck yeah.
So The Triceratons, I don't know who their like leader guy is. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Triceratons would be another one. Shredder, I gotta have Shredder.
Shredder's great.
Especially like the original Orokusaki before he became a alien brain guy in a ninja suit. Last one would have to be Rat King.
Rat
he
King
is a
is
very
something else.
tragic villain.
Yeah. He almost like, other than being in the darker comics, when he's really on any other version of the Turtles, he stands out menacingly. You know,
He very much does. I also like the fact that they went back and kind of added Toka and Razor from the second movie into like some of the cartoons now. So that's pretty awesome.
Toka and Razor, those characters stuck with me in my childhood forever.
Very
I don't know
much
who
so.
showed me the 90s original live action movies, but they were a blessing in showing me such great movies.
Oh, yeah.
But I have a soft spot for Bebop, mainly because when I had a mohawk a couple years ago, someone said I looked like Bebop. I'm
Nice.
cursed by this piggish nose, but it's whatever, Bebop and I, we get along. We do just fine. Have you seen the newest what is it? Mutant Mayhem Ninja Turtles movie?
I have not.
I
feel super bad about that, but I have not seen it.
Very much recommend it. I have found myself really liking the brand new villain Superfly. And so, I recommend that. Yeah.
Cool. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, sorry for making us talk about Ninja Turtles absolutely out of nowhere, but
No, it's perfectly
I figured,
fine.
we're a field of geeks over here.
Exactly.
We gotta like Ninja Turtles, right?
Exactly.
All right. So
Who doesn't like Ninja Turtles?
So where can we find you, Mr. Bill of Field of Geeks?
You can find us on Spotify, Audible, Apple, anywhere you listen to podcasts. About 2 years ago, we started doing video, so you can find us also on YouTube. You can find all of our episodes on YouTube.
Heck yeah.
But we just started putting faces to the voices about 2 years ago.
Nice.
So
yeah, that's what Ice Cream Sunday did. They did about 80 episodes just audio, and then once they started doing video, boom, all of it's on YouTube, and that's a smart way to go. Even though it is still just audio, it's still worth putting out there for the sake of YouTube knowing that you're not a dead account,
right,
or a
exactly.
new account.
Well, and like I do, like a lot of us in Field of Geeks, we're all 9-to-5ers.
Yeah.
So a lot of what I do is data entry. So I like to have a podcast on in the background so I can focus on or listen to that while I'm focusing on my work. And it's great that we've met so many wonderful podcasts out here this weekend.
You've been a pleasure to be with, Bill.
Well,
I'll be honest about
appreciate
that.
that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Real quick, what's your favorite soup?
Ooh.
There is a right answer, but there's also other right answers. So
I'm gonna have to say Sniping Soup because he's one of my favorite YouTubers.
Okay, nice. That's a good trick answer right there.
Yes.
Before we get out of here, you got any questions for me, sir?
How's your con been going?
Oh, dude, it's everything and more.
Yeah.
Really, I don't know if we hit a subscriber count, but after yesterday, it really didn't matter what happened on the last day. We made so many friends, so many new listeners, great conversations that I'll never forget, great people that I'll never forget, and yeah.
Well, this is I have nothing really to compare it to because this is our first con where we've actually had a table.
Yeah.
And it's been great. We've networked with a lot of people. We've networked with yourself, with Ice Cream Sunday.
Yeah.
We've talked to so many artists and vendors, and it's just one big community out here.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
It's truly special. Yeah, we've only done one event before this, and it was nothing of this scale. But we hope to try to go to Twin Cities Con. Are you guys going to attempt that?
We may. I know we've been talking about QuadCon that's coming up in October at Merle Hay Mall.
Merle Hay Mall.
Yeah, I've been to it personally. We've never, it's another one of those ones we've been to, but we've never actually had a table at it. And I don't know. I think for a trial run, this couldn't have gone better.
Yeah, this has been awesome, and I'm happy that we shared each other's first booths together. And so,
absolutely.
Yeah, this has been Bill from Field of Geeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, we're good on that. Hello. This is for the last time today.
Just a little bit. Thank you. Thank you.
My name is Isaac William Joseph. I am with my best friend Jordan Van Cleve. On the other side of me is the official third wheel,
Andrew Syme. This has been the 96th episode of the Too Many Words podcast. And thank you for coming this far into what was the forever timeless episode of our first time at Des Moines Con 2024.
This was actually a whole year in the making. It really was.
This was on a whole nother level, guys.
It's the most fulfilling thing that we've done yet.
Yeah.
This is the culmination of a year's worth of effort and planning and assistance from Ice Cream Sunday.
And just pushing
guidance
and pushing
and
forward.
just us being us and persevering and
So we don't have to like puke it all out on a future episode. Let's get all of our feelings out now. Syme, what do you think of this weekend, brother?
Oh, this weekend was amazing. I met the voice actor for Alistair. I met the voice actor that does Fizzarolli and Adam and all from Has-Been Hotel. Met Steve. Got autographs from each and every one of them. Met a whole bunch of cool people here at the on the con itself. Granted, a little bit of sleep deprived. It's okay. I'll survive. But overall, had a great time. I got to enjoy it with you guys.
Heck yeah. Jordan, what are some takeaways that you have from this weekend, man?
This was crazy. That's it.
Short and sweet.
I mean, I'm ready for next year.
I'm ready for next year, but hopefully our next adventure isn't until next year. Another Nerd Street event is in November, and we hope to take on Twin Cities by storm. But until then, we're going to just bask in what was the 3-day weekend of Des Moines Con 2024. What's up?
Our analytics.
Our analytics? Like, you want to state
Well,
them?
we're going to shout out our Instagram followers, but that's the only thing we're going to cover right now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can go over analytics
I
at the
guess you'll
very
have
end.
to stay tuned for
But
more.
for me, yeah, it's very rare that I do everything that I set out to do during an event. But I guess it helps when you have an exhibitor's pass around your neck.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody that I wanted to talk to, I got to talk to, and that hardly ever happens in what we do here. Because, you
Love you
quickly
guys so
get
much.
used to,
Thank
you
you.
win some, you lose some, but there was no losing this weekend. There was legit no losing this weekend. Like, we walked into Saturday, and I had the mentality of, it doesn't matter what happens today. The weekend was already won, And lo and behold, the people that we talked to on Sunday were pretty freaking awesome too. And that didn't even need to happen for it to be a great trip. But yeah, thank you, Steve, for talking to us. Thank you, Dave Wheeler, for talking to us. Mike Kingston for talking to us. Austin, Ice Cream Sunday, Field of Geeks. Not Field of Nerds, Field of Geeks. The Misfits over at Misfits Studios. 3 Ranger Bros. I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want to miss anybody at all. But
super under the radar. Thank you, Kyle Peterson, for coming to our booth and saying hi.
Kyle Peterson, he stopped by the booth, and that's pretty sick. That guy, he always gives us our time, gives us his time, and everybody who else gave us your time. We super much appreciate that. I'm starting to fumble over my words. I'm exhausted, and it didn't kick in until the 3rd day. I'm experiencing all the exhaustion of how demanding the first 3 days were, and the only 3 days were. See, I'm not even being a complete accurate person right now.
Complete sidetrack. They have the exact same flooring tiles as us.
They do. Yeah, I can tell that Misfits went to Menards and got the flooring over there.
We have the exact same flooring tiles in our studio.
We got the same studio, man. Tell you what. Yeah. But yeah, it's now time to shout out literally everybody who followed us over this past weekend. Oh, you got it?
How far back do you want to go? 1 week?
I mean, sure. Did we get followers the week prior?
I don't know. That one says 1 week. There's one more before that says 2 weeks.
Yeah. I think we talked about Jane Albrandt, but yeah, let's get into everybody. Apparently, my uncle Oliver didn't follow us until now. Oliver _CAIA started following us. At mismatch.docu started following us. At Magnum Wrestling started following us. Creeps cosplays. That is Hope following us.
Oh, wait, what?
What? Wait a start. We just got told that this man is holding a Marvel prop that's like legit. That's awesome. Underscore IG underscore cosplay started following us. Vinny.Cataldo 18 started following us. And then at green zombified underscore angel, at redmond.dad 23, at renjizik, at at Eve Manning 1998, and at 6sweet underscore tattoos started following us as well. That has easily been the most followers we've had to name in one podcast episode. Thank you to any and all of those who saw us here. Everybody has entered into the raffle. This has been, on all accounts, a successful weekend.
10 out of 10.
Isaac.
We'll do again.
What was the question you just asked us again?
What are your takeaways from this?
Isaac, what is your takeaway from Des Moines Con?
Oh, I just said it all.
Yeah, he already did his.
Yeah.
No one asked you. That's all I know. So like,
it's okay. Thank you for thinking of me.
We'll just cut and paste and move it around a little bit so that you just.
We can definitely do that.
Thank you for thinking of me, sir.
We'll fix it in post.
But it really shows the community that is not just local, but is for us specifically. Like, nobody's getting paid. There's almost no benefits to doing this, to be really honest.
Together,
but the
nerds
fact that
strong.
people are wanting to be a part of this for almost nothing in return, but to be proactive in what we do.
You're really close to the camera, but that might
He
just
keeps
be
moving forward.
No, I don't think I've moved.
You keep taking.
I'm getting
these
like
itty
stone
bitty-
foot in this leg right here.
You're like taking itty
Really?
bitty baby steps.
Okay.
You're just slowly
Well,
getting closer.
Sorry, I hope you can see my head. I hope it's not clipped, but it's
shouldn't
whatever.
be.
But
He's just coming in to give you a hug.
Any last words? Do we have a question for the episode?
I got nothing.
Who is your favorite Blue's Clues character?
Wait a second. What would you cosplay as if you, I don't know, something around the words of, yeah, what would you like to cosplay as? Sure. Sorry, I'm drained. It's very obvious. But
Dude, you are on my level now, boy.
yeah, Isaac finally met his match when it came to having energy for things. But, yeah.
Wow.
Was this a win, boys?
This was a win.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't say, like you said, there's definitely benefits to doing this. Growth is always going to be a benefit.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
And we definitely did that.
Yeah.
Definitely did that. Resounding success.
Sime, who or what do you dedicate this podcast episode out to?
I'm going to actually dedicate this episode out to Steve Burns.
Okay.
Reason being is because, one, he was willing to be on here.
Yeah.
For a little
Give
bit.
us the interview, yeah.
Yep. And
I don't think we were supposed to either.
No.
No, I don't think we were. So thank you for, one, being you and doing what you do. And we appreciate that you're a normal guy, just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
So that's what I dedicate this out to.
This podcast episode goes out to who or what, Jordan?
That's a loaded question. Honestly, we could.
I
make
ask
this
you that
episode-
question every week. What are you talking
we could
about?
make this episode out to so many people this past.
She's got a
week.
bomb.
Oh my god! How
Bro.
dare she?
Yeah, it's the bomb.
But I'm gonna say this podcast episode goes out to Andy Goodman.
Heck yeah.
He's been a real good friend this weekend, and he deserves support.
Yeah. Keeps talking about us visiting his booth, but it hasn't come to ours.
He ain't got no one to replace him.
He did not know where it was.
Really?
Yeah, they tried to
Silly
find
guy.
our booth, but he didn't know that it was tucked over here in the corner.
Silly guy.
We are.
So,
hidden.
I dedicate this podcast episode out to Dave Wheeler. I feel like there was some time in the making for my desires to interview him. And honestly, this guy was just so easy to talk to. Ever since doing this, I find more and more people who, on the surface, are kind of like intimidating to think about, but when you're in this and they give you equal respect, it's amazing how cool it is to work with someone that's willing to work with you. And Dave, thank you for giving me a little bit of your time, and it's endlessly appreciated. Thank you so much, man. 1, 2, 3, amen.
Amen on 3.
Amen on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Amen.
All right.